What's up, Connie? You don't want to know who the mouse is. Trust me, you don't want to know who the mouse is.
Hey, Pookie, you just don't get sleep, do ya?
Never.
I think, so I was talking to him, and I asked him a series of questions. Basically what he said publicly is that he feels threatened by a certain individual, and his disability that he has a big tie to it. I think you would be good to speak to because maybe you can talk better when it comes to things like that, right? So maybe offline, you and him could have a conversation. I told him to get off live because Courtney's watching, and she's a big part of it. So I just don't want him to say too much on live to put himself even more in danger.
Okay. Well, how's everybody else doing and what's going down?
But yeah, I mean, he was definitely extremely terrified.
I wonder what they said to him.
And I asked him, I said, whenever he was on live earlier and until now, was something said? And he said yes.
So it should be on a recording?
Well, it was off live.
Oh, off live. I got you.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa. Steph, the fear in his eyes. Storm feels like Brad threatened him. What's up, Wendy? Misty Shepherd, you sure are up late. Hello.
Hello. We done woke you up.
I was going to go to sleep, but I was like, sleep is so overrated, so I got back up.
You look really tired.
I am. I don't even know what kind of pajamas I'm in.
I was going to say, Nicole, if you want to look at your messages really quick.
I'm agreeing with some of the people in the chat where he keeps getting on live after Truth on Mouse told him to get off, and he ended it, and then he came back an hour later. It kind of feels like he's hitting the live button because that's where he feels safe because there's an audience watching. And at home, he has nobody. If his parents are there, they might be elder or older people already asleep or not able to protect him like he thinks the internet can. But he definitely looked like he was scared for his life.
But he didn't say anything in particular toward what may have happened?
He said that whatever happened offline, and that he is scared of what Brad could do or would do, and he knows that he would do it. He didn't say what it was that he said that he would do or anything like that. He just said that he knows that he would do it.
My cat is trying to get into the closet, so you hear scratching. Stop! It's only because I'm in here. Otherwise, she would not care one hide hair about this closet. Okay.
Yes, he did look scared. The lighting in the room was bad and there was a glare, so I couldn't tell if he was crying, but his eyes did look watery at one point, but it could just been a reflection. That sounds like a big cat. Is that a mountain lion?
No, she's a little princess here. Won't think she's the queen of it. So I have to get out of bed and go over and let her in to play inside the closet. Or this will never stop.
She's spoiled.
He kept rubbing his eyes. I did notice that, Mimi.
Sadie. Sadie. What are you doing? Here.
That is common in that.
Open up the door and she leaves, of course. Not
Well,
me
if y'all
crawling
want to
into
share the
bed.
live to him,
Not
tell him
me
we're
in my
live.
own
We can come
bed.
here. There's 699 people here. Gotta tap the screen.
How did I flip it? Here I am in bed. I never thought that I would be in bed with 700 people before. Steph after dark. Oh my gosh.
After this story, I feel like my body count is low. So
I just want to stress eat. And so I was laying in bed thinking, I'm so hungry. I need to get up and eat. No, I need to get up and eat it and then go figure out if everything's okay. I need to check on the panel. Then I was like, why not just start one? And here I am. That's my thought process.
he posted a video. What do you mean he posted a video, Shirley?
He said, I don't want to be involved anymore. I'm scared of this, and now I don't want to leave my home.
That's he messaged you. Does he need to come up in a box and talk to somebody?
Yeah, I'm talking to him right now.
Okay, I'm not trying to sound like a bad guy, but do you think maybe he's doing it for like a little bit of attention as well?
I'm confused
I don't know.
about
I don't know
what
him.
what would they be mad at him over? That are they're threatening him to give them a platform? Well, is that what it is?
I'm waiting. He's typing.
Nicole, if you want to let him know, like, I live right down the road. He knows where my house is. He walks past my house. If he needs to, my door is more than willing to open if he needs, like, somewhere to run really quick.
He said Brad's contacting him on an unknown number.
Yeah, we need to get him somewhere where he is definitely protected and safe. And I don't think that the law enforcement officers in that area are eager to help.
Yeah, no, they're not gonna care. That's why I said if he needs somewhere to run to that's a safe place, like, I got pew pews here. I will definitely make sure he is safe.
Oh my God. But why? They don't want, are they pre-threatening him not to release anything about them in a negative light? I mean,
It
where
could be that, but we also unlocked and learned from Blind Guy or Jacob that they had previously had a pregnancy scare. Now, this is Jacob and Kimmy had previously had a pregnancy scare, and Courtney had talked about taking that baby.
What if, what, I'm not saying this is true, but what if Kimmy vented to Brendan because they used to date, Brendan now knows information that Kimmy had slipped up and gave him, and that is why he's being threatened, because they don't want him to be the
That's the
legal.
way you put it. That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah. That's what I'm gathering, because I know Brendan, and I know like I said, I dated him when I was in high school. I know how he is. He's a very nice person. Like, that's why I did what I did when I was in high school. I felt bad for him because people were making fun of him and all that stuff. Like, I did what I did because I wanted to make him not get bullied. And I know he's a very good person, and he's very kind-hearted sometimes, and sometimes he's got anger issues, but I believe that Kimmy could have possibly confided in him to talk about something that she might know, and then now that information's leaked a little bit, and now he's they don't want him to say anything, so they're gonna pre-threaten him, like, hey, if you say something, we're gonna do this. You know what I mean? Kind of like the messages that me and my mom have been getting.
Also, we did learn that there was no land because Jacob's father was actually Courtney's mother's boss. Yeah, that's the right way I went down that tree. Jacob, who dated Kimmy, anyways, Jacob's father used to be Courtney's manager or something, and he stated that Courtney's mother, who he also knew, not Courtney's manager, Courtney's mom's manager. You with me?
Yeah,
It sounds
I
like
was.
my family circle. Like my cousin had a baby with my second cousin, but
So I don't know how true this is, but one of my friends just texted me and told me that Courtney and Kimmy are both watching this.
well, they can watch. Hey, double tap the screen. It's free.
It's a pajama party.
But we did find that Pops said that Courtney's mother had no land to sell, that she didn't have any land herself, and that Courtney has maybe a whopping $2.50 to her name. She does not have a checking account with $1,600 in it.
Oh my god, I didn't even think about that. Didn't Courtney tell you that she sold property to get Becca that money? And
Yeah,
then
that's what I just said, but there was no land.
but we found out that Courtney doesn't own her property, so how did she sell her what?
Her statement was that she got her part from the sale of property. Her part being, I don't know if it's 20,000 would be her part, which she is then giving over to, or if the whole 20,000 was Rebecca's part. But it's very confusing on how it's worded. This is the way I finally took it once I, grasped hold with the fact that I wasn't going to figure it out. I just picked something, and here it is. It sounds to me like they have. I lost my fucking train of thought, man. It's too late. Hold on a minute. Where was I going with
That
this?
was just me on the panel with that guy. I was like, I completely.
Oh my god,
just
where was I
lost
just?
what I said.
What did I just say? Oh, the 18,000. So it is my opinion that the whole 18,000 that she says that she was for Becca doesn't exist. I feel it never did exist, because if you've got 18,000 or $16,000 left of the 18,000, since you gave her $2,000, then you are not SD card broke, where you could not get your cameras to get toned to working. Number one. Number two, I feel like maybe they probably talked her into only taking 2,000, and maybe it was some sort of get you money in your pocket sort of scam. There's a lot of different things going on there, but we really called her out when we said, would you put up the other money the money that's sitting in the bank that don't belong to you that you're going to give to your daughter, go ahead and put that up for reward money. And her answer was, I'd rather wait till she gets back and I'll give it to her. And then within an hour or so or two, you're declaring that she's probably not alive. And you was on my show saying that you don't even want to think that way. So my brain hurts.
I feel the same way, and I was like,
Me and my boyfriend
Bethany,
went
please come into the
the
chat
same.
and explain it.
My brain hurts. I can't even focus on playing skate.
And that's literally what he does for a job, is he plays video games, so it's
Dude,
bad.
I'm streaming in front of 80,000 people on Twitch right now, and I can't focus.
Also, we did learn from the father that we spoke to from Jacob that the Kimberly, they had spoke to them, and she is not being held at Courtney's house with Brad. She's, because I didn't understand why Kim and Courtney, damn, why do I want to think Courtney's the daughter? Because she's acting like a child. Kimberly and Rebecca didn't come to Courtney's house if Brad was there, but Brad has been there, and we've heard Kim and Brad in the same room while Courtney's been on live. So I feel like they lured both of the daughters there, and they're trying to brainwash Kimmy to join their side, and Kimmy is probably scared for her life too. And that may be why she reached out to Brandon, the only nice ex that she knew.
Right.
And says, my mom has got me caught up in some mess. I don't know what to do. And then Kimmy let it slip up that she told Brennan, and now you've got Courtney, Brad, and Kimmy all harassing Brennan because of something Kimmy reached out to because of what she may or may not have witnessed.
Y'all heard me earlier when Jacob was on here, and I told him that, sorry, my kid's crying because he wants a cup. You guys heard me when I told, like, I asked him, like, what does Kimmy call her own mother? And he said what she calls him, and that's the thing, like, I've heard that personally come out of Kimmy's mouth, like, what she calls her own mother when she's not around her mom. But I've also heard her say that she loves her mom. So, like, why would you call your mom the Harrietta, you know, what I said. I don't want to say it out. Without, like, you know, then 2 minutes later and say the same thing, like, I love you, Mom. You know what I mean? Like, what?
Brad's parole, I thought she said Brad wasn't out on parole.
Okay. Brad has a convicted S charge or C charge or whatever you want to call it. And he has to, like, so my mom has one, and you have to, like, label where you're living at. He is living at Courtney's house, and he is not saying he's living there, so technically he's absconding.
But didn't his address update the day that Rebecca went missing?
I have no clue on that one, but I know that, like, when you look at it right now, that's not Courtney's address, so he has to be absconding. Like, that's the only thing that I can think of, and that's the only thing my mom can think of, because, like I said, my mom has that same charge, and she has to register her address every 3 months.
Yeah. Ruth, I've clocked in on this TikTok app more hours than I have at work the last 2 days. They was laughing at me at work today. They said, you know you're clocked in. We need you to work and run that register. I said, well, I'm an active investigator right now. I'm busy. I'm taking notes and connecting a family tree that ain't got no branches. And barely got
no,
roots.
that's hard work.
I know,
That's
Steph
hard
was
work.
talking about, like, a family tree earlier, and I was, like, thinking, it's not a tree, it's a web at this point. It is a spider web.
Oh my gosh.
Like, I never truly, like, I knew about all this stuff going on, like, all this side stuff, like, this person's with her cousin, this person's with this person's boyfriend. Like, I knew about all that, but
Mhm.
like I never really connected everything together until now. And oh my, like my brain hurts like really bad. And
you're
I,
living in it.
yeah, I live in it.
I'm in the bottom of the U.S. down here in Alabama compared to you, and my head has been hurting. The Excedrin bottle is almost empty.
Yeah, my brain hurts. It's like when you get a lot of different layers and a lot of different players and stuff. It's like, and then what always happens is like if you type something out in a story to post or something and you misspell somebody's name. See, I knew you didn't really want to do this case. You don't know how to spell right. I mean, they notice every mistake too.
But they don't notice all the work that you've put in to get to the leads and uncover all of the characters that you have. If it wasn't for TikTok, honestly, we have to wonder, would the law enforcement have ever even went and picked up the phone or looked at the phone? I feel like it's from Paige calling and people from TikTok has been calling.
Wait,
Which
I have a question about something in the comments. This Melissa person who said that her son dated Rebecca and like he passed away, is that, I'm wondering if that's one of Becca's baby daddy's moms, because I do know one of Becca's baby daddies passed away.
Y'all. He told me a few things, and he deleted his TikTok account, so I can't contact him anymore.
Who?
Trust in God.
He deleted the whole account?
Yeah, he said, he told me, I think what I'm going to do is delete TikTok. And then I basically said, like, are your parents protected? And he said, he explained. And then I didn't see it until now. And so when I went and saw it, his account is gone.
I mean, I'm in walking distance from his house. I'm pretty sure I can send my boyfriend to go like ask him if he's okay.
I mean, he said his parents are there.
I mean, if his parents are there, I would be careful just walking up to somebody's doorsteps right now in Wexford County.
Right,
Because
no,
I know in
no,
Alabama we got that good old stand your ground law, and I
So do
wish
we
one
in
of y'all would
Michigan.
walk up to
the
my
thing
door.
that I want to know
It
is
just
like,
changed in Michigan.
He
to
said
a
he
stand
has
your ground.
a disability. He's 25 and thinks like a 7-year-old. Like he has a brain disorder.
yes, the thing that I want to know is if his parents know. Like,
Or his
not
parents
know about what's
Lee.
going on, but like know if he's like what Kimmy and Courtney, whatever is scaring him. I want to know if his parents know about it, because I know he likes to keep things from his parents, especially things like that. Like,
Because he wants to feel adulty, like an adult, and he's
yeah, yeah, yeah,
involved
yeah.
in the adult
I don't think he
information.
realized. I think maybe he just was local and he knew them. And so he was just like, you know what? This is a friend of mine. I want to help. And then didn't realize what he was getting into until everything. But he said that Rich and Brad are extremely scary and it worries him that they are S offenders as well.
It looks like I have my eyes closed, but I don't. I have to, in order to zoom in on the font, in order to see what you're saying. It's blurry right now. I don't have my right glasses on. So I have to look down at the bottom of my eyes. So it looks like I'm sitting there going, when I'm really just trying to read.
I mean, you do look tired. I've said that from the beginning. You've looked tired. Like
He
when I
said
first
nobody knows where he lives.
Stony, Melissa's asking you questions. I don't know if you saw it.
I did not see it. I was taking a drink of milk, actually. I don't even know. I can't even find it.
Somebody said, I think maybe you should go over and talk to him and see if he will confide in you, Paige. Maybe someone actually present. But I feel like Paige needs to be careful too, because the cops just ain't doing their job down there. I thought we had some crazy cops up here, but If she's known the cops for over 20 years and she's on the internet bragging about it, you would think somebody else looking in would say, okay, well, we need to get this to a different investigator.
That's a conflict of interest.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know, because like the cop be telling me one thing and then Courtney be saying that he's saying another. So I don't know. And then he calls me and accuses me of things that never happened. And so I don't know.
The cops
Listen,
are doing their job.
I'm just
Courtney,
here.
Comments are going crazy right now. I don't know if you can see that, but listen, I would not personally walk over there right now, like it being dark outside. I would not do it by myself. If I went over there, I would definitely be taking my boyfriend with me.
Sounds like there's a Zay outside.
Girl, you are pregnant. You need to stay your butt inside.
There's a
It's really
state
cold outside,
police post in Cadillac. What do you mean, Brittany?
We can always do a welfare chat.
We have 37,000 likes and 764 souls in this room tonight. I'm your host, Nancy Grace. Joining me on panel tonight, we have our expert, True Crime Nicole. Joining us also on the expert is someone who's been through it. Okay, she's had enough. Okay. Also joining us on the panel tonight is Justin, who looks fabulous all the time. Panel, what do you think?
Nobody said anything.
I'm surprised my boyfriend didn't say anything because he's right here next to me and he keeps typing it and saying little things. So I'm surprised he's like,
We're all
Once
unmuted and
again-
didn't say a word.
Once again, Rebecca, if you're watching, I truly get why you tucked tail and ran if that's what happened, girl.
What do I think happened? You want to know what I think happened? Truly, I think what happened is that something happened at that house and Becca tried running away. And on that 2-track is when everything ended. Her phone dropped. It was dark outside. They didn't know her phone dropped. They moved her and they found her phone eventually. And they know where she is. That's what I think.
yeah. I think the phone was used as a distraction to the cops.
The live go is 10 of those things. They're so small now. I done forgot what they are because I can't see a flipper or fly. But they really look cute if you want to throw when it goes to support our platform and what we do here, which right now is go crazy because there are so many people in this family who love each other too much.
Also, I don't think Becca is here with us. Now, I still have hope for the baby, but I don't think I have any more hope for Becca. I'm just being honest.
Someone's asking if Randy is the father. Hold on a minute.
Rudy.
Let me scroll on
Are you sure it's
this.
not Rudy?
I lost the comment and then all hell broke loose in the comments and I lost it again. I lost it. Say it again, somebody.
So
It was a really
Becca
good question.
Becca had 2 boyfriends die on her. She had her one baby daddy and then she had Randy, which is not a baby daddy, but then she also dated Rudy. Okay, so Melissa is Randy's mom.
Okay.
That's what she's talking about, yeah. And yeah, Becca did date Randy, and Randy really messed Becca up when it came to when he passed away, because he died from rugs. She was really tore up, like bad. Like she tried to drive her car into a tree.
Cocoa Puff says my brother's name was Randy and today's his passing away anniversary. Oh man, I'm so sorry for your loss.
Nicole, are you still listening to the dispatch app? She didn't hear me.
No.
Um,
No, I can't hear anything. And I honestly don't feel like they
cut off every time they get on scene. They quit updating.
I don't think they're gonna say anything over the radio on this case, if you want me to be honest with you.
Like, that's what I keep saying about the cops around here. I grew up with my grandma who had a scanner because my grandma was a rug dealer. And she always listened to a scanner, and whenever they were doing like raids and stuff like that, they would silent. They would not speak, and that's how my grandma always knew. She'd be like, turn off all the TVs, turn off all the lights, and like listen for a low tum, because the low tum is what the like police cars sound like. So, like, that's how I know, like, the police scanners around here, they don't speak when they're doing stuff like that. Like, you won't hear it at all.
Well, no, the call that just was in was them having a report of a female walking around somebody's car on like First Street, but I don't know any of these street names.
I'll tell you what.
Caleb, I wanted to ask you a question,
Trusting God is
Caleb.
live.
What's up?
When you drove by that house, that next door, the house next door, what vehicles were in that driveway?
I said, I don't think there's any vehicles in that driveway.
Okay, and can you reiterate which vehicles were in that front yard?
There was a black, I want to say it was a Chevy pickup, like newer. It was newer, and then like a black SUV. They both had like light bars on top of it, but they look like almost like a cop, but it's not a cop. You know what I mean?
Like a
First responder.
the first responder type lights. And then there was a red SUV, and then there was a vehicle parked right next to the red SUV.
He's live again, Nicole.
So did he block me?
I guess.
Why? Who is giving him this info? Like, who's telling him to block me on all my stuff? You know what I mean? Like, there was nothing that I said in there. I said, did your parents tell you anything? I said, so no one has told you anything in the past?
To be cordial for myself, and I'm trying to.
Oh, he made it active again.
Who I want to be.
He's trying to be cordial and be who he wants to be.
No, he did block me, y'all. Why did he block me?
Like my boyfriend just said, it was probably either Courtney, Kimmy, or Brad who told him to block you because you were being too not saying like you are, but you were being too nosy or pushy.
Nosy or pushy? I'm just trying to make sure this man's safe. I even told him I'd get him an Uber to wherever he needed to go.
Nicole, I'm not saying that you are. I'm just saying that's probably.
It's weird. The first person in his live is Courtney.
Yeah, it's Courtney.
Even offered to protect.
I am G Banana. I am.
Fine.
I went off on him just because, I mean, I spoke facts, but I also was while Courtney was in the comments going, I didn't threaten him. Yeah, I was calling her a peg leg, but I said I like all cast peg leg.
I didn't delete my profile. I deleted the videos.
His page is private.
He's crying. I mean, you can hear him.
Heck, we live in Cadillac along with him.
And I know the back
Something's going on.
I blocked crime, or whatever you want to call that.
He said he blocked you.
Why?
I bet you it's Courtney telling him to do stuff.
Crime. I'm sorry, I couldn't really spell the word, but yeah.
Why? I'm actually being genuine, trying to
I
help
said,
this
why
guy.
did you block her? She's trying to help.
Yes, he told me that it's hard for him to say no because of his disability. Though I'm sure people are. Oh, there goes
Hey,
Jeepin.
are you okay? Oh yeah, I'm fine. I'm trying to stay out of the Rebecca crap. It was just
But that's all you're known as
too much
now,
for me.
because that's where you
And we
originally
get
was
it. Okay, we
discovered.
get it. I
Hold
just want
on,
you
just
to
listen. I want to
know
listen.
that there's a lot of people that are really concerned for your safety, mentally, physically, emotionally, everything. And Steph, you've talked to her before. She's more than willing to help and talk to you. And Nicole only has your best interest. These are people that have been doing true crime for years. Years. They've helped many, many people. Are you willing to come to Steph's live and just talk? Like I said, I'll think about it. It's just right now I'm trying to get myself back into calming myself down. And that's fair. That's 100% fair. But just please know there's 1,000 people out here right now that are willing to help you and only want you to be okay and safe. Okay? You just need to know that. There's a whole group of people that just want your safety. We just care about you. And we could tell by looking at you earlier that you were really scared, and then you admitted being scared, and they just want to help. It's just with everything going on, and plus with me being dragged into this type of situation, it's just like I can't deal with it. I have, even though that I have admitted it to somebody else, I have a learning disorder. Okay. And sometimes it's hard for me to say no. Okay, that's fair. Probably being on TikTok probably isn't the best place for this kind of situation. You know? Well, the reason why I'm on TikTok is because I like to scroll through videos just because I get bored.
But you can't do that on
That's
live.
fair.
You can't scroll and be on live unless you got 2 accounts like me.
But going on live and opening up a door to 100 people to come in, and I don't know, you know, you do what you need to do. I just want you to know that we care about you. We are concerned for your safety, and we just want you to know that there is a safe place for you to talk to somebody, or if we need to reach out and get you some help and get you somewhere else to be safe, that we care. We just want you to know that. Well, I have a lot of people who are trying to help, and it's just with, like I said, or like you said, maybe I shouldn't have went on live because it opens the door. Oh yeah, to a whole window of opportunities for all kinds of stuff. So honestly, I think your best bet would be to unblock Nicole and let her try to help you. I'm not sure why you would even block her. I don't understand, but will you at least consider unblocking her? I can consider it. It's just
Why did he block me? You know what I mean? Like, what's the reason? I can't hear anything.
They're very trustworthy people, and they do only have your best interest. You need to know that. That's probably one of the most important things. I want to walk away with you knowing that we only have your best interest.
We want you safe, 100% safe. So please reach out to anybody that is trying to help you, because there's so much going on already, and your safety is number one right now.
Brandon, did somebody tell you to block Nicole, or was that done on your own? That was on my own because of everybody questioning me. I mean,
Yes, I know Nicole hasn't threatening me or anything like that. It's just with everything going on, I did that on my own.
For sure. You're being 100% honest. Your word is all I got. So I'm questioning it because it just seems so strange. And I would hope that you wouldn't lie to me. So nobody told you to block her. You did that on your own?
Yes.
Okay.
He's being manipulated.
I
You could
also,
tell.
I'm only putting this out there as my opinion. You do not have to listen to me. I don't think you should be speaking right now to Courtney, Kimberly, or anybody until after this case is closed and hopefully solved and everything, just because your safety is number one yet again. And we don't want anything happening to you.
You can hear it in his voice.
You are absolutely 100% right.
Do you need anything?
As of right now, no.
Do you have people that you can go to that live close by, just in case just in case you get scared, just in case you get any messages, you know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, I do have people I do talk to Paige. She did say that I was more welcome to crash at her house anytime that I needed to.
Okay. I just want to make sure you have a little bit of a support system where you're located, just in case anything happens. Because this whole thing is sketchy. I have a bad feeling right now, and usually my gut's right.
I have a couple more questions. Brandon, does your parents know what's going on?
They do. They are well aware.
Okay. And they know that you've been going on live and they're okay with that?
They're completely fine with it. They just, the only reason why I really wanted to stop talking about the Rebecca thing is because it's overwhelming. And then, people are saying their opinion, and then, people arguing. And then, my past with Courtney and Brad and all of them.
No, I totally get that. I got another question, if that's okay. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, ask her what.
Have you reported anything that you know to LE? Have you been honest with LE and let them know anything that you know?
I have talked to the police department, and I told them what I knew about Rebecca. Yes.
Okay.
And he says that he has spoke to Kimmy.
I tried to ask why he felt like he had a target on his back.
And threatening you?
No, this is when I'm over at their place in person. I mean, me and him haven't really gotten along, and I'm just gonna be quite honest. And I'm pretty sure Courtney's watching this as well, but she didn't even like me from the get-go. Saying I know that she's called me a pedophile before when I was dating her daughter.
Truth Mouse just commented. She says, "So as for fishing, anyone know about ocean fishing?"
In the past?
Says the one who's been going back and forth to
Brad
Florida.
doesn't like me, and he's never wanted to get to know me.
No, she's not up here. But Truth and Mouse said, "Does anyone know about ocean fishing?"
I'm gonna keep my.
Yeah, what about it?
I'm sorry that they called you that. That's so unfair and messed up.
And to be quite frank with you, I have not received one apology
Y'all,
from
Mouse
either
is definitely in
Courtney
his
or
ear.
Brad.
I don't care what nobody says.
Then
I don't know who that girl is, but let me get a hold of her.
She seems a little
you don't need that
little
negative
fishy.
energy right now.
She the one selling her body.
She
She's
said,
probably
"He
all
said
up in
talk
that.
about
I just don't think
fishing."
you need that energy around you.
Yeah, I totally agree with him on
That's
that.
just my opinion. I'm not trying to tell you what to do. Obviously, you do what you need to do. But I just want you to know, I just have a bad feeling if you're communicating with them still, you know?
Oh, she's saying that
Yeah,
he
I mean,
said
if you're
ask
going to
anything
walk
about
the
fishing, but
pole,
he didn't
somebody
say
who
that.
has your best interest and is
He
more
said
than
ask me
willing to
anything.
help you, why are you keeping them unblocked? To me, that don't make no sense. I'm sorry. I'm only trying to.
Not to block them yet.
Okay, well, I mean, in life, when we learn that somebody cares about us and you start to trust them and talk to them, you keep those people good. Good people stay close, okay? In life, if somebody's shitty and threatening you and not right and not doesn't have your best interest, you get them the hell out of your life. The math is not mathing here. And I get that this case is extremely overwhelming. It's been overwhelming to everybody, even people who've been doing this for years. I've never met Becca, okay? But my heart breaks to think the things that we've learned in the last 72 hours make me sick to my stomach. And I cannot sleep because all I want to do is make sure that she's okay, to go online and see, oh my God, she's found and she's holding this precious baby and everything's going to be okay. So, and I don't know her, okay? So I can understand somebody who knows her. I don't. I'm sorry. I can't even lie. I cannot comprehend the pain that everybody's going through, worrying about this girl and this.
Justin, you muted.
I feel like I'm on an episode of Jerry Springer.
I kid you not, I had a whole mental breakdown and it was over what Courtney said.
I have another question from the chat. Why did True Mouse say something about ocean fishing? What the hell is that? Do you know what that is?
So when I came back on the live, I only wanted to talk about, fishing or family things. I don't want to remember anything what happened with the Rebecca case.
Okay, but you
I'm
just
trying
went
to
live 10 minutes
make
ago
my life
about this.
a lot better
I'm
without
so
You went
remembering.
live about it, and your first live was 2 days ago based on this.
I just
So
told you to
have
get
heard
off
something
live
that
because you're
happened to
scared for
her
your
and you're trying
life,
to get over that?
and you're live again. Are you really scared for your life,
I
or is
mean,
something else going
even knowing
on?
that Courtney is watching this, and I don't really care at this point.
I feel like honestly, I feel like he's clout chasing. He got the followers he needed. Now he's like,
knows
okay,
You
what else
ain't
do I
got to
talk
have a
about
certain
now?
amount of
And
followers to
Rich
go
and
live no
her
more.
have for
You only have to have
months.
1,000 to build a showcase. You can go live with 0 followers. It's a feature they have on TikTok to help people
Well, no, I'm
start
not saying
going
that
live
about the
now.
whole followers, but I'm talk about like for him to
But
be
he
able to
also ain't
like.
making nothing off of this, if we're being 100% honest. I TikTok live stream.
I just want people to know that when you're covering a case that's so broad like this, you have to have like some type of experience or some type of knowledge, that that you can contact, and how you speak to those like officials and
And yeah, he said
higher up
earlier he
news
had a
people. You know what
3-year-old
I mean?
daughter.
Like, you can't just flat out go on a platform and start covering a case. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Especially this. Like, this is like, y'all, I'm not even sitting here saying I'm covering it. I'm just here. I'm just a guest on a panel, on every single panel.
We're
That's
like
it.
grandma and grandpa just
I'm not
listening,
covering it.
nodding.
That's why I told Steph, I give her props, because this is a shit show. So I don't even know.
And if something horrible was done to Rebecca, it's only right that
This whole thing, it's
Enough.
it's turned into a shit show.
okay to hold on to. So if somebody has told you something, you need to let the police know.
Have we figured out who Truth Mouse is?
If that makes sense. Does that make sense?
Well, it definitely does.
And holding something in that.
Because y'all know she did slip up the other day and show her face on the live stream.
Is
And
that the one that Richie confirmed was his cousin or his Vanessa? Or hang on, I gotta get my boyfriend to tell me what her name is. But it's Failer. Her last name's Failer.
Period. I mean, that's not.
it was who?
Listening or not, I don't give a shit. If they did something to her, they will be held accountable.
Jenna Fowler. I'm gonna look into her. I know some people in the FBI just like she does.
You don't need to tell me anything. I'm telling you, if you know that something was done to Rebecca.
Regina Failer. I
So
can't.
she says she had somebody in the FBI, but I got somebody who is actually on an undercover task force here in Alabama, and they got a secret service they can search, and that thing is hell.
There's a whole group of us that are more than willing to help.
Anyways, that's who I think Mouse is Regina Failer or whatever. My boyfriend knows her name. I can't pronounce it. I'm stupid.
Y'all got me starting my notebook back.
If you know something, you need to let Ellie know.
They call her Gina. That's what my boyfriend just said.
Sorry, Andy.
That's who needs to know. Can you please bring up Ruth? She's in the chat.
Steph, I had to go get my notebook now because I've got to find out who this is.
Folks, we are having a late night show. 63,000 likes, 761 souls in the room. Tonight's live goal is 10 sonic countdowns, which is what I'm counting down to bed. If you would like to go on and throw one, it supports the platform, what all these folks in here do, which is research, and find voices for victims who deserve them.
I also have another question. So if Gina Failer, which is Richie's cousin, is Mouse, why would she be defending Courtney?
I don't know. Are you okay with this conversation? I mean, I am. It's just, I don't want to talk about Courtney and I don't want to talk about that whole family because it
Not a lot of room to run.
got me to the point where now I'm just hiding my face and I normally don't hide.
You was hiding your face the very first day you came on here.
I think
We all thought you was a woman.
can they not say
That's what I thought. And then when I see his face the first time, I was like, that's a man.
It's Brenda.
Well, I'm a gray man, and I don't sound like that.
I hope you all know, he knows I call him that. I have always called Brendan Brenda.
I'm trying to see what's going on. Okay.
So, Jenna Marie Fowler, who originally from Michigan, moved to Florida to run away from her rug use, and goes back and forth from Michigan to Florida, trafficking rugs across the state line. So, we got you, girl.
Can you hear me?
And that's in your little notebook.
Okay, so what I wanted to say was that down there was a metaphor. Did you see what was written in the chat? No, I did not.
Yeah, I got two of them.
Something about going fishing. Yeah, it's because I brought up the fishing.
Yeah, I can sprint and slide backwards.
Crap. I mean, it's just...
Everybody's saying Mouse is in our
movement, Eddie.
our thing.
Well, I'm just saying.
Yeah, well, so that makes sense. If it's let me break y'all down to this, since everybody earlier wanted to say that Michigan. I'm gonna turn the camera around so y'all know I'm serious. Hold on. If y'all want to go listen to them, y'all can go over here, but I'm really finna break this down to y'all. Truth Mouse has been playing on both sides. She is the only one who says that she has went back and forth from Michigan since this started. Florida is a very high place for the cart, if we know what I'm talking about.
I was just doing damage so they didn't respawn.
So Jenna is connected to the cart, I feel, and that's how it's been going back and forth across the state line.
I don't know if they fixed that.
Sorry if you guys hear my boy. Like I said, my boyfriend does stream. Like he streams on Twitch, so and he plays video games. So sorry if you guys hear that.
Jenna Marie Fowler is transporting. That's interstate trafficking, whatever. True. Nicole dropped down. She didn't mean to. She said if you could bring her back up.
Oh, I can't even see the comments because I've got the wrong glasses on.
Yeah, and if she's always saying, I got somebody in the FBI, I got somebody in the FBI, girl, no, you don't. You've got your investigator that you've been snitching on these people in Michigan for while you're held out in Florida in protective custody, telling on the whole state of Michigan, Jenna. Let's be for real.
Wait, is she in here? Is she an informant?
I feel like she is. So, did you not hear what I said? Florida is very high on the cart list. Like, so if we have been led to believe that this may have something to do with the cart, do I need to go get my sombrero?
Yeah, so I was talking to somebody today that I work with on the Kata Scott case out of Philadelphia, and they told me some information about the C, and they know of, like, personally, of 3 branches of the C that distribute to Michigan.
Probably all ran through Florida.
And they said, I think they were making a video on YouTube tonight. Actually, I can see if he put it up.
Jenna,
I think that's what he was going to be talking about. Yes.
Jenna
He
was
did make a
bringing this
video.
stuff back. Jenna was bringing this stuff back for Courtney and her friend Rich. And they did not have the money, and she said, give me the baby.
So I said,
I entered from the wrong area.
he said, I do know there's 3 primary branches of the cartel that distribute to Michigan. He said, I don't exactly know where they distribute. I just know 3 main branches distribute to that state. Has been for years. I was locked in the same ward with a couple sergeants. They pay off law enforcement. Sergeants of one of the branches, they operate like military lieutenants, generals, and such. And then I said, well, that doesn't help. Because I said, where does it distribute?
We know that Jenna was in Michigan 3 days ago, at least.
And then he said it could if they was getting, selling, or using rugs. And if they got in on credit card themselves, does not sell on the street, but they distribute to the local dealers. Local dealers sometimes will take it as credit. Now they owe, quote unquote. If they did the same to Rebecca's family and they never paid the local dealer, now the local dealer's neck is on the line because they owe the cart family money. After that, they only have a couple of choices to make.
And the only way the cart will stop is if they get that delivery on the front doorstep.
I asked about trafficking earlier. Because it's a possibility here.
The cartel is ruthless. They want it delivered front doorstep.
Listen, also another thing around here, we have This is gonna sound really weird, but it's from a movie. They call them
I
Smurfs,
think you have to do it.
Mm-hmm.
but they're little they're like small
I think if you're
town
the one
like
that gets the key,
rug addicts that like
shit, I can
will
try.
come and take big amounts of like my mom used to be when they take big amounts of
I need
like
$80.
product
Crazy.
and they get like a portion of it for themselves, but
They
the rest of
move
it
it
they're
for
supposed
them.
to dispute
Oh,
like
why am I going
They move it and
between
separate it for them. Yeah.
Okay, and also
Got a whole bird and I gotta sell it fast.
I was told that Rich and Precious, no, I'm sorry, not Precious. Rich and Becca, before they last month they were living at the compound where the rugs were coming in and out of. They were living there. It got raided by police, so they moved into Rich's dad's house.
yes, that is true.
And those people, that person is, I believe, incarcerated.
Yeah, the person that owned the compound, yeah, he's.
But now I'm gonna also let you know if y'all don't have anybody incarcerated, the cart is heavier in there than it is on the streets. They've got more move inside of a jail than they do out here.
They asked me to repeat. I said Rich and Becca, before they lived at Rich's dad's house, where Rich is at now, which they just moved in last month. In October, there was a raid that the police did, a rug raid at a compound, and that is where Rich and Becca were staying at that time. So once it was raided, the people went to jail. They moved to Rich's dad's house.
Is anybody in that house now?
Why did they not go to jail at that time? Honestly, I don't know.
They probably
Because
told on
wait,
somebody.
wait. I can answer that question for you. Okay, so the way that I've been out to that compound, I can actually like drive out there tomorrow and take pictures and show you.
You go.
But they all lived in their own
I'll
little
drive.
like areas. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it's a compound. So I think they took the owner of the compound, and that's who
Yeah,
they
and
took in.
they raided everybody's trailers or campers or tents
Yeah.
or whatever they were living in. And when they did Becca and Richie's, there was nothing in there. Like no rugs at all. Like but that doesn't mean that they were sober. That means like they just didn't have it in their living area.
That means they saw them coming and flushed it before they got in that door.
Well, there was no running water out there.
I hate driving.
Steph, what are you eating right now?
It looks like
Ice cream and peanuts.
So has
I'm
anybody
stress
checked the
eating.
compound?
Yes.
Has anybody checked the compound and the empty campers out there?
Yes, the police have, yeah.
I don't like driving in Fortnite either.
Do y'all have landfills nearby?
Yeah, we actually have one right down the road.
Have they searched out there?
I have no idea, but I do know that compound is where Becca's cats are at. They're not at Richie's dad's house because Richie's dad can't have cats at his house. He can't.
Who's
do
tending
it.
to the cats? Is anybody feeding them?
I know there's a couple people that are still out there, but I don't know who they are. I'd have to ask my mom.
I mean, I don't care to know their name. I'm just making sure the cat, like the animals, are fed.
Yeah, they're taken care of.
Well, I do know that
Talking about going fishing. I wasn't talking nothing about going fishing, baby. Truth Mouth was the one who said, let's talk about fishing. Have you ever been deep sea fishing or ocean fishing? Which I felt was strange. Even if he wanted to talk about fishing, why would she comment talking about have you ever been ocean fishing? That sounds like a threat.
It sounds like a threat.
Do you want to go
It sounds
swimming
like
to the
a
bottom of
bad
the
scene.
ocean?
It sounds like a bad scene out of Ray Donovan.
Exactly.
wait, it's a threat? Wait, I'm confused. Because his okay, you know when you can put a subject on your live, his says, "Hi, or something like that, let's talk about fishing." That's what his thing says. Like when you click on his live on like the live feed.
But she came in and she said, "What about ocean fishing? Have you ever been?" If she went to Florida, you know, it's easy to get on a little ocean boat and go out in the middle of the ocean. If she dismembered this girl in Michigan and transported her back to Florida and fed her to the sharks, and now she's back in Michigan looking for her.
I don't know. This
trust
girl is
Truth
a little
now.
creepy. Let me just say that.
I don't trust her.
He even said he wanted to talk about it. I truly believe that he knows what happened.
Yeah.
And
Thing is, does
Exactly,
Courtney then
Christy.
have
If you can't
something
swim, you'll
held
swim with the
over him
fishing.
that he did in the past, or he did like what do they have on him for him to be scared now?
I don't know. And I don't know.
I don't want to
He
speculate.
said that
But I got an idea.
Kimmy called him this morning.
That's why I was saying that Kimmy might have said something that
With
she
a
knew.
7-year-old mind frame, I got a few ideas. Considering the males that he's been around, he doesn't have much of a father figure in that town. None of the guys in that town seem like they're trustworthy.
That's offensive. Come on now.
I mean,
Well,
besides
Chuck is
you, but
okay.
I'm talking about
He's
like
a
the
boyfriend.
older adults from this story. Every one of them has been on a registry that we've unlocked.
Oh, I mean that's like half a Cadillac.
Do they have over his head that they may be hanging something? They could twist the story and say he done something to Kimmy's daughter. I don't know. I'm just giving y'all what I'm
Right,
thinking.
and that's what I was thinking. I'm like, I don't know you like that, but
Thanks, Steph.
do you did you do something to somebody and now they're holding that over you, or what's going on? Because now you're not making sense to me anymore.
But he said he had a mind of a 7-year-old. How are you raising a 3-year-old?
So he explained everything when they were up in the box. So the fishing thing is for real. He said he wanted to rather talk about fishing than to talk about the case. He didn't want to talk about it anymore. He also said that he has gone to the cops and reported what he knows. And he acknowledged that he knows he can go over to Paige's house if he needs to. And he had also said that oh my gosh, now I can't think. Courtney and, oh my gosh, so sorry. And the uncle were sleeping together for the last 3 months.
What?
Courtney and
As in
Rich?
Richie?
Rich, yes, thank you.
Who?
Wow.
For the last 3 months?
Yes.
Who's been sleeping together for the last 3 months?
Rich has been sleeping with a lot of people in the last 3 months. Let me just say that much.
Including trying to sleep with me.
But did she say Courtney?
A guy
And
like
Courtney-
Rich is
and
out
the
there
other sister-
pulling
and the
women left
sister
and
too,
right, and
so.
I'm still single. How does that make sense?
Well, because Richie just doesn't take no for an answer.
Okay, you got a point there.
You absolutely not. That is not okay to say.
He did say he
I
was
never said it
scared.
was okay.
Or what about you have morals, Caleb?
That's also true.
He did say he was scared and that he will take the right precautions if he gets too worked
I
up.
wouldn't
And
let Rich
he
around
said that he
nobody
would.
in my family.
He said he would think about unblocking Nicole. And we tried to reassure. Well, the girls in the box tried to reassure him that it would be better to unblock us than the other side, and to block the other side. But he wants to just take it at his own pace and take some deep breaths. And he said he's just in over his head too much, but that he is scared. So
I really wish, he has me blocked and his parents have me blocked, but, I really hope he comes to my house and, knocks on my door and then tells me, hey, this is what happened. Can you please help me? Because, at that point, I'll be able to help him and then I'll know what's going on at the same time. Not that I want to use him for, leverage or anything, but just to,
he also said that he was not persuaded to block anybody. He did it on his own.
I'm going to be honest, Paige.
You
The
said
way
he
he
blocked for
spoke
a
of you,
while.
it sounded like he would come to your house. He
Right.
said
I
that,
agree.
he had that as an option. I
Well,
felt
I
like.
messaged him and I said, "Do you want to go to Paige's house? She's willing." And he said, "I haven't talked to her in a while." And I said, "Well, she's willing." And I said, "I would order an Uber if that's a thing there." And
I don't think it is.
We don't
well,
have
I
Ubers.
was
We
just,
don't
I
have
don't
Uber.
know.
We
I'm
got
just trying to help.
Yeah, I know.
we got like a taxi service. I think only runs to like 7, and then
Well, we
our
just have
like
people with big trucks
buses.
that drive people around in the bed of their trucks.
It's really hard to recap everything again, other than the fact that there's no new information.
Yeah, that's the main thing.
And
And
people are
that's
threatening
sad.
everybody. So people are threatening other people in that town, basically.
I ain't
Okay,
scared. Let
so
somebody threaten me.
I have a
I'll take
big
that big
question,
leg.
okay? Me, my mom, everybody in my household, and like people from our extended family are getting threats from certain people, and I'm not saying anything about it because like I don't want to like put that out there, but like why threaten? Like the thing that I don't understand is like why threaten if nothing happened and something like if she legitimately just walked away, like you know what I mean? Why threaten the threaten
Yeah, why
the
threaten
whole
all these people?
like the whole thing of like I literally have a text message where somebody literally told me do not go looking for her or something will happen, and I'm not going to tell you what it will be, but it's gonna happen. Why would you say
Wow.
something like that?
Take that,
And
take all of that stuff to the cops.
it's already been to the cops.
Okay.
That was like a while ago, but like I don't understand like why I don't understand why. Like it makes no sense. If you're innocent and you truly don't know what happened, why threaten at all? Like that just kind of makes yourself look guilty, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Sometimes it's actually from
I mean,
people.
I haven't gotten like one threat, but I mean, my family's full of nothing but rednecks, and 99% of us we hunt, so you won't see us, but we're gonna see you.
Oh, just give it time. Trust me. I thought the
Yeah.
same thing until like then all of a sudden I started getting random threats from like unknown numbers and like stuff like that. Like, yeah, it was weird.
Well, who will be, is it open, is it hunting season in that area anywhere time soon?
Yeah, it
Could
was
be.
It's
Saturday.
rifle season now.
Hmm.
Not yet.
Yeah.
I will send that email tomorrow, Ladybug.
Paige, how close is the next house to where Courtney's house is at?
So there's Courtney's house, and then right next to hers is another house. That is
Has
the person.
anyone checked to see if they had cameras?
So
The house next door didn't have cameras, but there was a burnt down camper. But there's that church that was on that same road that does have 4 cameras.
right, and also not only that, that house next door is the person that gave me that statement that like that truck had not moved until the day that Becca came up missing. But they're also terrified of Courtney and Brad.
Has anyone contacted the church?
I'm sure the cops have.
I think the cops have. I haven't personally contacted the church because I kind of quit trying to call local businesses when it got to the point where like I was calling the hospitals and I wasn't getting anything through them. And then I started calling like local businesses to try to like ask them if I could put up flyers, and then their whole thing was like we don't want to be involved with that. Like after the first batch of flyers went out, it was now it's we don't want to be involved with that.
The other, I was trying to think if there's anything else that I. Oh, Courtney said earlier that the reason she did not participate in the, well, you guys were probably over there. Never mind.
I still want to know why she didn't come to the candlelight. Like I get,
Oh,
like I said that we might do it out by where her phone was at, and the news kind of took that as like I said that we were going out there. But
she said
still,
because she didn't like the people who, I thought you guys heard that. That's where I was going with that. She said because she didn't like the people that were holding it.
yeah,
And
me.
so somebody came up and said, well, that doesn't matter. Step back. Go. I mean, be across the street or something. At least you're part of it. And she
Right.
didn't want to have any part of it.
Or
She
act
couldn't
like
put her,
the adult that you are.
yeah, she couldn't put the fact that she despised people. Yeah, I don't know. It's,
Can we
I
just put
mean,
into factor, like I have never had a good relationship with Courtney, not one time. The first time I ever met her in person was the time that Brad was trying to hit me in the stomach with that baseball bat. I have never met her on good terms, and that was by her own accord. So every time we've ever met has been fighting and arguing, and that's like I've tried to fix that, and she just doesn't care. I mean, I'm pretty sure Nicole can see that in the text messages I sent her.
honestly, honey, some people, that's not you, that's them. I mean, out of everyone that spoke on her, I can't think of one good thing they've said.
Like I don't want to dog anybody because like
You
I'm
don't
not.
have to.
I'm
She's done
just.
that to
doing it for
herself.
herself. Yeah, I was
Yeah,
going to say
she's done
she's
it to
showing
herself.
herself.
The thing is like I kind of, it makes me kind of feel bad for her at the same time because like
No.
No.
not just like I'm not saying like feel bad for her, but like why is she so like because before even Becca came up missing, she's always been, like I said, she, the first time I ever met her, she came after me. Like why?
Can I just say something about like this area that this is all taking place in?
Absolutely.
Um, we talk about
Yeah.
2 tracks because we're familiar with them, but these are miles and miles and miles of hundreds and thousands of acres that in this area, but up it's all state land, and it's
Yeah.
these 2 tracks are nothing more than a mere driveway into the woods that like go forever and ever, and like there's the Muskegon River that's all in the mix right there by Boone, and like it's that's what's terrifying to me is there's just so much land for these people to hide in and get away with this stuff, because if you knew the area and you knew like how the people actually are in this area, it's the whole area and its surrounding communities are the poorest in Michigan, because there's, I mean, it's just it's facts, and there's such a rug, pandemic that it's just it's horribly like, and then you mix in these lame sheriff's departments around in the area too. I mean, this really needs recognition from outside sources, because I don't feel that this is getting the attention or the police involvement or anything that it should be from the start.
I think it is. Nicole's taking care of that part.
Okay,
If you
well,
if you want to put it this way, I don't want my kids to go to public schools around here. I don't. I,
Quick
What am I taking
question.
care of?
Just knowing that the police are on top of everything.
Oh, well, he told me today he's not talking to me. So, I mean,
yeah.
I'm in touch with the search team now because they reached out to me, but that's about it.
Yeah, but the thing is I mean, being from this area and knowing how these sheriff's departments truly are, like it's very concerning,
they're dirty.
because
Can you
there
tell
should have.
us? Oh,
Go ahead.
sorry.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, how does this family have so much power?
And I'm almost thinking because of the rugs. I'm almost thinking because of the area and the communities. We're talking Marion. We're talking Manton, all of these small Clare County, we're talking these small communities. It is so rampant and is so hidden in these woods with these backwoods, and I'm sorry to say it, backwoods people, that I'm almost assuming that probably it's that involvement right there. Like okay, we're going to keep you safe because you know too much in this community, and it's the rug problem is so bad, and they're hiding in these woods. It's insane. Truly,
The
I
only
mean, I
way the
really wish
family
that
is
I could
staying out of
draw.
trouble if they're involved in rugs and have been caught is if they are turning over evidence. You are talking
That's
to
what I'm
someone who
saying.
has two felony charges,
That's what I'm saying.
and
And
sat
these
3 months in jail. And I turned state evidence to get out the second time.
that's what I'm saying. Something has to be up because there's not enough involvement with these sheriff's departments. And then you got the state police. There's a state police post right there in Cadillac too, on top of the sheriff department. Like I'm not understanding this.
Enforcement is looking for a bust. They ain't looking for money. They get money off of the bust.
Mm,
But with my mom, like her being a rug addict, I how
right.
that's like I think it was Steph that no, it was Nicole that I was showing it to.
Y'all want to hear my
Caveman
new
got
opinion?
in trouble for murder not too long ago, and then he is already out of jail on probation for murder.
Tell me how. Tell me how.
Y'all want to hear my new opinion that I think happened? I think Truth Mouse, that baby can come. No one has to know. I think Truth Mouse is Richie's cousin. That has been confirmed. Had told Richie about this, had told Courtney about this. They worked together to plan it. Truth Mouse took the baby back to Florida. While Courtney, Brad, and Richie has cleaned up their mess here in Michigan.
I
They are
don't think she
looking
would let
What
that
would be the
for
happen.
the
purpose
daughter.
of it?
They are not looking for the baby.
What would be the purpose of that?
Yeah,
Because
about
they
that.
wanted the baby. They didn't want Rebecca.
Right,
I
they just
get
want the
that.
baby.
But Rebecca's 22 years old. I think she would be
Not if
fighting for her
she's
life.
deceased.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Thank you for thinking logically,
but
Nicole.
her mother's made too many lies about having a baby.
See, I'm with.
Cousin came in alive earlier today and said, I've been on this case on this TikTok app since 6 o'clock this morning and all these different lives.
There's
Wait,
no cleanup to do when you're dumping something. Let me
hang
just say
on.
that. You dump something and you leave everything there.
Exactly.
What if what Justin's saying it could like you know what I mean? What if that is true? But like this girl is holding the baby for Courtney because that's where the whole messages come in with the baby in the NICU. She's gonna pop up with a baby, and that's where the baby is at
Right.
right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's not me in a basement.
I get it. My brain's working.
That's what I was thinking too.
I truly believe that I don't know. I want somebody to go, you know what? I'm going to talk. But I think that somebody needs to go back to that two track area and see if there's any type of red evidence somewhere around
But
that area,
but
I
here's
along that road, because I truly believe if she was unalive right there and moved. And where was she moved? She was probably put in the back of that truck that has a tarp over it. Because I was told that around that truck during the search had a really bad smell to it. So I don't know, but they didn't have dogs with them.
and I'm believing too with
I
the
can't
amount of
go out
state
there.
land that
And I
there
think she was
is.
moved but she was moved away. She's nowhere around that house. She's away.
No, I'm not believing she's
I
in the
can go
woods
with her
anywhere
tomorrow.
because hunting season just started on the 15th. And I'm going to tell you, if you've ever been from the area, there's so many downstaters. Like these woods are crawling with hunters during opening season there's so much state land in the area.
That's kind of why I moved into town is because I got tired of hearing gunshots left and
Nicole,
right.
do you think that she still has the baby or if the baby is also deceased?
Um Well, if the baby is still with her, I would assume that the baby's deceased, but
Do you think she had that baby probably the night that
yeah,
she got in that car and that baby was forced delivered?
that's what I was gonna say. It could be a forced like they could have forced delivered him once they did what they did to her.
You can induce labor multiple
And
ways.
I think that to pay this so-called debt, then if that, unfortunately, I hate to talk like this, but that baby is gone, long gone. And I mean
I think so too.
Mm.
I think they both.
alive, but given to someone for
Yeah.
some sort of.
Yeah.
And I hate to think that way too, Steph. It's just the way all of this is going, and I've looked more into like social media accounts on the immediate family members, and it's nothing but money, 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 money. They need money here, they need money there, and yeah.
A baby is a lot of money on the black market.
I think they did it to keep the three people together that are sleeping with each other and to get rid of the obstacle.
And I don't believe that that other money even exists, because when her mother was asked today if she would put that money up for a reward for her daughter, she totally disregarded it and said, "Oh, I would want that money to go to my daughter." I don't give a damn who you are. If you're a mother and your child was missing, there is no amount of money that you would not give up for your missing child.
Yeah, we confirmed that there is no money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I feel that way too. And so when she said that, oh man, I was like, come on.
Right.
There is no
But
money. There is no money.
but
Period.
I think I believe Rich, Courtney, and Brad know exactly where she is.
Yep.
And they might give clues and tips as to where she is, but they want public and the search team and the police to find her so that it's easier for them to fight in court rather than them just coming out and saying this is where she is.
Thank
Right.
you. Thank
Also,
you.
I have to say, like, my neighbor's mom passed away recently, and like I watched him get like, it was like 4-6 grand, roughly around there. I don't know exactly how much it was, but he went out and he bought like in 2 days he bought a brand new truck. He bought like new electronics, a bunch of stuff like that. If somebody's got like money, like Courtney said she had, that from whatever happened, she would have like brand new things. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
It's called rugs.
Yep.
Right.
They can't
Exactly.
hold that money for.
That's what they're using it for. They're buying and selling, buying and selling, buying and selling, buying, using, selling, buying, using. It's a
Right.
circle.
And if she
This
really
is what
Yeah.
addicts do.
Yeah, if she
Yeah.
really did have that
yeah, but
$2,000,
even
that's
then
where
they
that came
still
from.
buy. Like my mom was a rug addict. You know that. Like even when she was buying that, she was still buying new things. She'd buy herself like a new phone, or like she bought herself like a new speaker. I mean, it's sitting on top of my refrigerator. Like, I literally know that they usually buy things like that. So like, for her to sit there and say, well, I can't even buy SD cards for my camera. Well, you have all this money, but you don't want to buy, like, it's
Courtney has
frustrating.
$180 something to her name. That's a fact.
I feel like another reason they don't want to turn on the cameras is because they don't want us seeing what else they do outside of Rebecca, of course. I mean, just their everyday nefarious activities.
Yeah, that's another thing that like I have to pipe up on too, is like I have cameras throughout my whole entire home because I have a 2-year-old. And when I put them up, my mom was mad. Like, I mean, like, for the first couple of weeks, she tried to tear them down. She, like, told me I can't have them up. That's against her violations, her human rights, and blah, blah, blah. And she finally got over it, but it was all because of the rugs. Like, I found out that she was going out and, doing her rugs, and then she was coming back, and it was all because of my cameras, and I caught her up in it. And I told her, you're not going to do that in my house. Not with my kid. not gonna happen. And she went to rehab and got fixed and all that again. And I've had a problem with it since, but like that could be a huge possibility on why she refuses to turn her cameras on, because those cameras catch a lot of that activity.
Right. So I mean, like if a rug dealer came in, one, they're not going to want to be on the camera.
Well,
So
that
like
and then they can't have conversations neither because it would all be recorded and incriminate them all.
exactly. So she's not gonna turn those cameras on. She could say that they're on, but for all we know, for all we know, yes, they might be on. But in reality, those things are shut off because you got the dealers coming in. You got people coming in and out. Which I mean, if there's people, sorry, living, whoever lives on that road and they see that traffic, I mean, they could call in on it. But are the cops actually going to do anything?
I mean, we have a thing around here that's you know what it is, Chubbs. That there's a big sign about it in Manton at the if you see it, say something or whatever.
Observer.
Yeah,
Yeah, and they claim they do stuff, but I don't know how many times I've called there about my mom and nothing happened.
that's what I'm saying. The sheriff's departments in that area are, if y'all knew, man, I'm telling you, there needs to be an outside source that comes in and takes over this because
That's kind of why I called the FBI, but like apparently that didn't work.
I got a question. Why just the people that think she had a debt of some sort? Does anybody know, or would we be able to find out?
I mean, unless we knew who her dealer was, I mean, that'd be our only
Wait.
option.
Who? Because I know the answers to this. If you're talking about like Becca, I know who she would get her rugs from.
Well, people are just saying that they think that the motive was that she owed somebody. That no, I
So,
support me.
all right, the people that Becca got her rugs from is
Don't give any names.
one of my friends' moms, and then Scott, Caveman, and then Richie. Those are the people, and then her mom once in a while, like Courtney would give her some drugs here and there. Or sorry. Anyways, those are the people.
I'm so confused. Hi, guys.
Last night you said she got them from her street mama, which is your mama.
Yeah, back when my mom used to do rugs, but she she don't do them anymore.
So it's just funny how they're all obsessed about money, but they come and they sell rugs, and then it's like, where does that money go to? Is my question. And then
Get their self worth.
do what?
It's to get their when they're selling, they're also turning around and buying. And then once that dealer dries up, they now they're feeding for more.
Angie,
It's crazy.
what?
It's a giant circle. Honestly, that's what
a
it is.
a
A big
very
circle.
vicious giant circle. Yes,
Family affair.
but it goes from community to community, y'all. Like in this area, there's like I said, it's just so poor and it's just so rural, and everybody can hide. Like I don't know, it's so confusing. Like it's
I
confusing.
know.
It's
I know what
confusing to
it's.
try to explain, but if you lived here and you seen it and you knew, it's even more crazy than y'all can imagine.
Like I go to the Salvation Army because here in Cadillac, the Salvation Army does like a community center type deal. I help there because I live that homeless life. I know how it is. We have a lot of twacked out people come in there. Like it's crazy. Like I just earlier today, I had some guy sitting there talking to himself, but then when he started twitching, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna not have to deal with you right now, buddy. I'm sorry."
And like the most of the people that even have any money in the area are usually people that are retired from downstate, big jobs. They come up here just to buy property on the lake because it's so beautiful. But then you have just the regular people that are trying to survive in the community. There's not the jobs to support anybody being well off by any means, really.
Wait, when did I say 3 months ago? Everybody's saying I said 3 months ago. What? Wait, what are you guys talking about?
I know, and I'm getting called out asking if I know the family because some people know everything, and I'm like, well, we've been talking about it and just need confirmation. So I'm not sure what she's talking about either, but
I said,
no,
wait, last night I said 3 months ago. 3 months ago about what?
I know if I lived
So
there, I
last
wouldn't be
night, three
sleeping with my
months ago,
cousin.
your mom and Rebecca were using together, is what you said.
I didn't say 3 months ago.
Yes, you did.
Did I?
But you've also contradicted yourself a lot the last 2 days on live. Now, do you
I'm
want me to
also
continue to play fake like the
extremely
rest of these
tired.
people on the panel, or do you want me to let you have it?
Hey,
No,
Because
no,
you've been reported
there's no
by the
reason.
police riding around town with Rich.
There
Wait,
is no
what?
reason
I
to
don't
attack your
ride with
dog.
Richie.
pregnant.
I literally
I don't care if she's pregnant. She also is lying for her pregnant friend right now.
Easy.
What?
Wow.
Hold on a minute. What?
And I'm sick of listening to it. She's defending her mother, who is a child predator, when I got a child living in the
No,
house. And
I'm
y'all are
not
believing
defending my
everything she's
mother. I
saying.
literally said my mom
They
was
all are.
a user and
Yes,
stuff like that.
okay,
Like I
she said that
never
her mom
defended
was
my
a user.
mom.
She
Your
said
mom's
her
on
mom
the
was a
list.
user, which her mom was. But you know what? People can't. Maybe her mom is trying to get her life together. There's no reason you have to attack Paige. There's no reason for it.
Then why are y'all attacking Courtney?
I'm not attacking Courtney.
We're
I
attacking
literally
her
said
Oh,
I tried
because
see?
to help
No, wait a
Courtney did
minute.
something,
Wait a
dog.
minute.
Fuck it.
It's her family members. It's not her directly.
Oh, so that's what the difference is.
Wow.
Like,
All right.
Y'all don't like the truth? I'm not attacking, I'm speaking facts.
no, dude, you straight up attacked her because people.
There is video footage from the law enforcement officer with this girl riding around town with Rich.
I don't
She,
ride with Richie. I
Rich,
don't go
and
anywhere
everybody
without
in
my
that house is
mom.
being
Without my
watched.
boyfriend.
Hold on a minute. Can we? When is this to? You have police video of her hanging out with Rich,
Yeah, I want to see proof.
How'd you get that?
or did you hear it somewhere, or had?
No,
Where
it's
did
been
this come from?
reported. It's been reported in all the lives. People have been in the comments saying it, but they've been overlooked. I've got so many messages
Dude,
of people
Oh,
saying,
okay,
well, ask her
okay.
why she was with Rich.
That at this point, without you seeing physical
Ask
evidence,
why
that's
she
hearsay,
picked
dude.
up Rich to go
That's
here.
just hearsay, so thank you for attacking
And she
us.
even also said that they had been taking Rich around in the truck, in Mercer's truck.
no, I was not with them. Like,
Okay.
It's
She,
okay.
dude, I
she
don't
said.
leave my house.
Don't worry
No,
about
no,
it.
no. She said that she was witness that Mercer could be the one driving Courtney around.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Yeah.
It's
Jeez.
And
been a lot
the
of days though, and this girl has a story to go with everything, and she just sat here and compared her life to a rug addict. And
Are
it's
you okay?
like, why are you comparing your personal life to a rug addict instead of making that difference and making that change?
Well, I don't
Because I
complain about
literally
anything. She's
grew
very
up in,
upfront and
like,
has.
that is all I've ever known because of my mom. I literally grew up, my childhood was literally
And I was eating banana
being
pudding
around.
ice cream with my father when he fell out from an OD,
Listen,
and I'm
I
not
was,
on here comparing my life to him.
I'm
Dude,
not.
you know
I'm
what, dude?
just saying.
I used to be that too.
Listen, I'm literally just saying, like, I know from experience, like,
It's okay.
what electricity, no running water, there was rugs in and out of there, and that, like,
Monica,
like
she
I've
didn't
dealt
lie
with that
about.
my whole life.
She
I
didn't lie
just
about
recently got my own house to get away from that stuff. I'm trying to make a difference.
About to make her cry, and I'm not gonna put up with it. So
so well, listen. Let me just say, we all have grew up a different way. We all has had a different shit pie made up, and you know, I grew up poor Appalachia, SA victim as a child. Dad was an alcoholic, didn't care nothing about me. But I have to say, though, I had a good mom. And a lot of people in this room and on this panel who have been through situations like that in your childhood, look what you made it through, y'all. Hell yeah. Look at you badass motherfuckers in here. And that's what you are, Paige. You're a badass motherfucker.
Nothing but
And you got through that shit pie that was handed to you that was nothing of your own accord. And you have a little one now and you're pregnant with another little one and you're going to have the best life because you're already recognizing that you don't want to be those people or make those types of decisions that those people have made. And that's what
Yeah.
sets you out from the
Okay, so
rest.
hang on. I just saw a bunch of comments and like they were saying that I still hang out with my mom. Yes, I still hang out with my mom because she's my mom. Like that is my mom. She's the only one I have left. I don't know if you guys heard me, but my dad died when I was 6 years old. I have nobody left.
he has boundaries set for her.
But I do have boundaries, just like I have boundaries with Richie. I don't go alone with Richie. I don't leave the house without my boyfriend. We go everywhere together. I don't go with Richie alone because I'm afraid he's going to try to do what he's done to other women. I don't want that situation.
We know, and that's awesome that you're trying. That's wonderful.
I say I lost my mom a month ago, dude, and me and my mom didn't have the best relationship.
Wait,
but
Chubbs, you know me. You've seen me at the parties and stuff. I am always with either my boyfriend or the person that I have as a boyfriend at the time, right?
correct.
Thank you. You can vouch that I don't leave my house very much at all, and when I do, I always have the person I call my boyfriend with me.
She's around Richie because it's a family member, Laura.
But
Hey,
like,
Ethan.
Is there a way that you can't be with Richie, or do you need to go with him a lot to places?
I'm not ever, like, Richie comes over to my house once in a while. He hasn't lately, and I don't know why. I was talking to Nicole about that recently. Like, he blocked my mom and everything. I don't know what's going on with that situation. But I know that I was allowing him to come over here to vent about the Becca thing because I felt bad. Just like I said, I felt bad for Courtney. I would have let her do the same thing. If she would have came to me not aggressive and attacking me because I was trying to help, I would have let her do the same thing. She could use my house as like a media ground to like say, hey, can we have a meeting here and talk about this? Like, can I come here and talk? Because I don't care if somebody uses my house to talk. It's just like,
I just would be safe. I would just be careful about who you pick to be in your house because you have young kids. And
that is right.
You know that these people are not good, right?
Also, I'll say, Paige, I'll go to your house, but the only time I'm going to your house, the reason I'm going to your house is I'm hiding every left shoe.
What?
Hey, everybody. My friend Ethan is on the panel. Good to see you, Ethan. How you doing?
Hey, Steph. Thanks for having me up. I'm
No
just
problem.
happy to be up here, and I thank everyone in the comments for being graceful and nice.
I have a question. Is he your real uncle, or is he like an uncle that you just call like, oh, that's my uncle? Like,
No, like, okay, so how Richie's my uncle is because my dad, my biological father, was his best friend. Richie still has things that are my dad's, like stuff that I don't have anything of my dad's. Richie still has some things of my dad, so I still kind of keep like tabs on him so that way like if something were to ever happen to Richie, I want that stuff to go to me, obviously.
right.
But like they were best friends. So Richie watched me grow up, which is why I said earlier it's kind of weird that Richie would say what he said to me in those messages that Nicole read.
Right.
Because of him being like he watched me grow up.
Right. So do you think that he is a dangerous guy, but you still want to hang out with him just because you have that connection as going up with him and stuff like that?
I don't think that Richie is a dangerous person per se. I think that he makes wrong decisions, just like other people. Like
Yeah, we all do.
No, I think Richie is disgusting and a perv, and he needs help. That's how I feel. He is disgusting.
Ethan.
He has messaged multiple females trying to get with him since Becca has been missing, and it's disgusting.
Ethan,
So,
what
like
do
I
you
said, I
think?
don't want because if I say that about Richie and then I go,
Thank you, Nicole.
Ethan, what is your opinion?
I think it's all very concerning. And as for Paige, I don't think none of this needs to be happening at your house. That we could take it down to the public McDonald's, because
The gas station.
as for what I've heard about this Richie, it's very disturbing. Very disturbing. And especially when true crime's involved and someone is missing.
Right. Question. Do you think he's a good guy because you've known him as a kid and things like that? Or is that why? Or I'm just trying to figure out why you think he's
I
good.
don't. Okay,
Like
I
a
don't
good
think he's
guy.
a good guy. I just think that he deserves a chance, just like I said about Courtney. Courtney, she still deserves a chance, just like everybody else. And I don't just let these people into my house like that. It's not like that. It's not like I just say, "Oh yeah, I know you have these charges. Just come into my house." That's not at all how I am. I just
want you to be safe, because having these people who have charges and there's a missing person out, you need to be more aware and safe for your family. I'm
right,
just
but also these people have been around me for like my whole life. Like I said, like my
Right.
whole life. Like they're not.
Right.
They're
But
not
sometimes
people that.
close people to you, something could do something wrong. Like, you just got to be aware. And just because they're close to you and wow, you grew up with them on the, grew up with them or whatever, you still need to be aware whether
Right?
they
No,
have,
I am. Like that's what I'm saying. Like
you have young
I'm
kids
always
and
like I'm all.
you
That's
don't
why
need
I said
people
I
at
have
your
cameras in
house.
my house. I am always aware of everything. It's just I don't. How do you go about like Richie was my best friend's boyfriend. How do you go about being like, where is she without trying to be buddy buddy with the person that like was with
I
her? You know what I mean?
I I would stay away from him. That's just me. But even if my best friend was with a guy, in your situation, if it was my best friend, I wouldn't speak to him. I wouldn't want him around my kids. I mean, I'm a mom of two, but I wouldn't want him around my children. I would be scared. Yeah, I would be scared. You could love from afar, but not, I
It
don't
was
know.
okay. It
I
was
think,
more or less
Paige, I think there's some trauma there, right? I think there's some trauma. I think there's something, I don't know. I don't know, and I can't speak on it, but
Right,
I think it might be hard for you to accept certain things, but
right.
I want you to know, even if he makes bad decisions, he's still to this day doing what he's doing and he's not learning. He is how old and he still hasn't learned his lesson. He's
no, and
never going to
I
change.
completely agree with you. But like, the thing I was saying is like I had not let Richie back in my house since like it wasn't like it's not that long ago that he wasn't or that he was here, but like it's been a couple of days. Like it's not like a thing that I let him come over here every day or anything. And he's not, like I said, he just blocked my mom. He's not
Couple of
answering me.
days?
No, like
A
I
zebra don't change its stripes, and it would be a cold day in hell before that man came around me
Couple of
or anyone I cared about.
it's a couple of days. I mean, like, hang on. Like I have it in messages. I can
Thank you,
tell you
couple of
Ethan.
exactly what
days?
day. Hang on.
All right, hold on. Like I said, y'all gotta like let her
I
talk.
sent
You
them
guys
to
are
you,
talking over her
Nicole.
and it's starting to piss me off.
Wait,
Let
I
her
sent the
actually talk.
messages to you when the last day he was here.
Oh my god, I just.
You should have them.
I don't care.
There's no date on there.
Hang on. I don't even know where my other
I'm
phone
gonna
went.
die. Bleed out.
I just think you should be aware of your surroundings and the people that you still are talking to. Yes, it's nice to help people, but in this situation, you need to be very careful.
Right, and
That's
like I
all.
said, I
Whether
haven't
he's your
talked to
uncle,
Richie.
street uncle, whatever. Because where I grew up from, I don't have no street uncle, no, I'm not sleeping with my cousin, this, that, and that. That's my brother, we don't do that over here.
Well,
So
let
it's
me
just
chime in,
confusing.
Sophie, and say this, and this is biblical. You can't have 1 foot in the hot tub and 1 foot in the swimming pool. So if you straddle the fence, you're going to fall on one side eventually, and you might not like the side you fall on.
Can I ask Paige a question? Were you ever with Richie? Is it Rich? I'm sorry, Rich. Sorry. Were you ever with him, like a relationship or just like a hookup? Like I don't.
No.
Okay.
No. No, like that is okay. let me put you this way. Richie sent me messages on Snapchat a while back, and they happened to be, pics.
And I almost
And
fought him.
my boyfriend almost fought him, and there was a big fight about it. And my boyfriend told him, like, this is your one and only chance. You ever mess up like this again and make her feel uncomfortable, you will never ever talk to her again. You will never be around us. All this stuff.
Said that she was in that town, but as of now, they didn't know if she was back.
And to attest to his aggressiveness, he is aggressive. He just don't act upon it because he told me he was gonna beat my ass.
Hold on. Who is it here? Was that him? Is that Justin or Caleb's background music stuff going on?
No, that's my boyfriend talking.
Oh, that's you. I'm trying to figure out who's in the background, what's going on.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
I got my mic muted because y'all got on to me.
Yeah, my boyfriend was just trying to say that, like, him and Richie did get into a fight, and like it was over the Snapchat stuff. Okay, I'm gonna try to get these Snapchats to pull up for you, Nicole, and then I'm gonna take a screenshot of them. And then
Yeah, I'm trying to.
I don't know.
And one more question: How old is he? How old is this guy?
Richie, he's like 40 something.
43.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
And you're like, how old were you, Paige? Sorry, I forgot.
Oh, wait, when?
22.
I'm asking just how old are you now?
Oh, I'm 22.
Okay, gotcha. That's it. Yeah, that's good. I just feel like he's older. He knows what he's doing, and
Sure he does. He has charges that started back in 2003, going all the way to 2015
Thank you,
for
Steph.
XA abuse of minors, especially ages 13 to 15, and ages 13 to 15
Amen.
unconscious.
Amen.
He is a dangerous predator.
Yeah. And I don't know if it's your background page, or you need you need a little healing or something. And I know you're very sweet, but it just scares me. I'm young too, but it just scares me because I would never ever like to hang out with somebody like that. That's just me. Those are my.
You guys keep saying hang out. I'm not hanging out with him. Really, honestly, what he does, he comes here, he talks to my mom, he cries.
Writing, texting, whatever. Even coming over though. Like, I just don't think that's right. Like, that's just.
Yeah,
if it's your house and your mom wants to speak to him under your roof, you need to tell your mom, I do not want him here, and
Well,
you
I
can
mean,
meet
like
him
I said,
somewhere
take
else.
it to the damn McDonald's down the road.
Right.
But I'm telling you, it would be a cold day in hell before I let a predator, known and convicted, in my home or anywhere near anyone I've cared about. Just saying.
Yep.
But that's just me, and clearly that's not an opinion that's shared across the board.
We've learned that
And
from
then
this whole
my
time.
mom has the same charge, but like I said, I have boundaries with her too. Like there's safety precautions put in place for certain stuff,
Eddie, they literally just want your booty cheeks, bro. Just you.
The whole town, you guys, they all have charges. They all do that stuff, and that's just how the town is.
Yeah, well, okay.
How it is. So that's
Well, that doesn't make it okay.
Well, what town is that? I'm sorry. I wasn't aware that that's just how everybody in the live, that's how it goes over there. So that's okay.
Well,
it's okay to be a predator in that town.
Be careful. They'll say you're attacking
You know what you're
again. And I
saying.
wasn't attacking. I'm also aggressive when it comes to this situation because it's happened in my family. And like I said, I was eating banana split ice cream with my father when he hit our kitchen floor because of his drug use. I watched and grew up watching him every morning. He had to stick a rig into his arm before he could go to work. And never once have I compared my life to a drug addict or compared my life to someone or tried to think of a way to make it okay for me to bring my kids around this person.
I also think when
I didn't take my niece or my nephew or even the kids I babysit around my father because I knew who my father was.
Well, let me just say this, and this is something, I cover true crime too, and I'm sure Steph agrees because she covers a lot of different cases. This is something that bothers me the most about true crime, is that more than the people who commit these heinous acts are, shitbags, in my opinion, and for lack of a better word. It's the ones who condone that behavior and continue to ingratiate themselves with those shitbag humans that allow and further that behavior and run up to this panel like good old Ange and say, well, that's just how it is. Everybody's a pervert and a pedophile in my town.
I did not say that. I didn't say it was okay. I just said
Well,
there are a lot of, in that group, a lot of pedophiles, a lot of rugs, a lot of everything.
and you're condoning that behavior in what you said just right now.
I was just explaining what I
Thank
said.
you, Ethan, and you got to follow back.
I think with her, she's only known that. You know what I mean? So
That's what I've
I
been
get
saying.
Be careful, because you'll get thrown under the bus.
who me? Are you talking to me?
Yep.
I'm just saying I don't agree with it. I have said I haven't, but I'm just saying in her case, for everybody here, she's grown up with it. That's all she knows. Well, you also can change that, is what I think is important and needs to
That's
happen.
all I was
Because
trying to say was break the generational curse. Please,
Yep.
for the sake of you and your child and your unborn
And
child,
my thing
do
is,
not make it an okay thing to be around someone that has that charge. I don't
you
care if you think they've changed. If you go to sleep at night, you don't know what that other person is up doing in that house.
you will be judged by the company you keep. So if
Thank
you
He
you.
want to
doesn't stay the
condone
night
it,
at my
you will
house.
be judged by it. And I mean, and this is how true crime is so acceptable and sensationalized and furthered because there's people who enable that and sit there and break bread with these people. I'm not breaking bread with anybody who has done any of these things. And I've had several opportunities. Gypsy Rose, Brittany Stapleton, and a few others have tried to make amends with me. And I told them they could kiss. I won't finish the rest of that. But
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not breaking bread with these people. Why? Because I'm not enabling that behavior. And if you want to, that's a choice you make, but I'll sit here and judge you for it unconditionally with no hesitation.
But like, can I reinstate? Like, I don't let him stay the night here. The only people that are allowed to stay the night at my house is me, my children, my boyfriend, who all of our names are on the lease, my mom, and my brother and his girlfriend. Those are the only people allowed to stay at my house. Oh, and their kids. Those are the only people.
So I have another question. So are you scared of Courtney, Rich,
No.
all those people? Are you scared of them? Are you scared?
No, I'm not afraid of anybody.
You would
Like I
help
said, my
them, just
stepdad
like
made me
that.
look the devil in his face. I'm not afraid of nobody.
If she wasn't left alone, nothing would have happened to her. I just feel like in that town, everybody's scared of Courtney.
Yeah,
Everybody's scared of
I'm
Rich. Like,
I'm not afraid of anybody. Like I'm literally telling you. I looked my stepdad in the face and it looked like the devil and I'm not afraid of nobody ever since. I was 13 years old and made to fight a grown man. I'm not afraid.
Do you know an Amber, a cousin to Rebecca? Amber, her aunt, has a questionable past. She was Rebecca's aunt, I'm guessing.
Are you talking like Amber, like as an Amber that like her friend Amber? Because she
I'm
said it
reading
on
the
her name.
chat. They've got a bunch of people down here asking about an Amber.
Yeah, that's
Is-
what I'm asking.
Do
Like,
you know an Aunt Amber to Rebecca? Is what True Crime Amelie is asking. Or True Crime Alley.
This is Amber, but I am not her aunt. I am her best friend. I've known her since she's had Justice, her first baby, that got renamed to Gus.
That's what I was. Because True Crime Alley in the chat was asking, and I had stated that there's an Amber there with you that took Rebecca to the hospital the night that she went to the hospital.
Yes, I was. She was helping me move all my belongings because I moved that weekend, and I feel as if I threw her into early labor. We were dropping off Michael's truck on the trailer because Michael's truck does not work. And when we dropped the trailer, she was screaming there.
Okay, they're saying it's not you then. Is there another Amber that's related to Rebecca?
No,
Hey, honey.
Also, someone in the chat asked if your boyfriend is on the list.
my boyfriend?
Yeah.
No, he is not. He has.
That whole county, we know who all is on the list.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's more than willing to give his
We
name. And so
downloaded the
We're like
app.
the opposite of Santa Claus. We done made a list and checked it twice.
Yeah.
So,
Thank you.
You know, Paige, unlike a lot of people, you
no,
know
and
it's not normal. And you
I've
know
always
it's not
tried to
right.
fix it, but
But you
like I
can't.
said,
But listen, hold on. You can't. You can't fix this. But you need to protect your children. You may say, but they don't stay the night. Okay, well that's great. But Paige, and
yeah, no, that's
your child is like, oh yeah, because your child knows no different. He's just Uncle Richie.
Well, her child, that's why she
You
wants
have,
her child to be homeschooled, is what
yeah,
somebody
well,
said.
I
I
know, but
literally
I'm just
stated
saying
that. Like,
he's gonna be a familiar face.
right,
You have to you're gonna have, hold on, just let me finish and then I'm gonna drop down. Because I think you're smart and I think you're kind and I think you're sweet, but I think that you have normalized this somehow in your head also because this is all you know and all you see. But that area just may not be the right area for you if you want to break the cycle, which I hope you do. And I hope that one day I encourage you to get counseling because you have suffered so much trauma and you have seen so much. I mean, even, I mean, you know what? I mean, your stepdad went to jail for what he did to you, prison. But I mean, it's everywhere around you.
that's
It's
all.
everywhere around you. And girl, you got a lot of demons that you're going to have to face with this and decisions and hard choices that you're going to have to make for your life.
Yeah, and like I said, I'm still on that working process on trying to get my life in order.
Well, I really hope that you will find, get into some counseling because honestly, Paige, I'm saying this with the with the utmost just sincerity. You need it. You need to go talk to a professional that can guide you and help you through this.
Paige, would you be interested in moving away?
I
from
literally
there?
okay, that's what I was just about to say.
She is young, yes.
I literally just moved last November because my baby daddy had put my head through a drum set and I had to call quits on that. And I said, listen, I'm going to take my kid and the clothes on my back and I'm going to leave. And I left and I found this little apartment that I live in. And that
Well,
is
the
all I
reason
can
why
afford
I
right now.
asked, the reason why I asked is because there's programs down here in my area in Georgia. We can talk in private. I don't want to give my exact location out, but there are programs down here that do help mothers.
Yeah, I've looked into
Learn how to
this.
budget, get on their
They
own.
won't let me have my
They help
boyfriend.
them get to apartments, and they also help with therapy and stuff like that. And so I know that you do have a desire to make sure you do break the cycle that you're in and that you were forced to grow up in. And, I grew up in that cycle. I was raped for 6 years by my cousin, and I didn't remember it until 2013 after going into therapy. And it happened in daylight. It happened at nighttime. It happened anytime my granny went into the kitchen, for just a few minutes, things were going on. And so I would hate for you to, I'm not saying that you are naive, but I do know how trauma tricks our brains. And so we may feel like we're providing a safe environment, but until we get the therapy that we need and learn how to really break that cycle, none of us are safe, right? And so if that's something that you're interested in, I can definitely talk to you in private, get you the information and see, you know, how we could help get you started. And even if it's not down here, I'm sure that,
Yeah,
the
like
people that do
I was
that, they
just
have
saying.
resources up there for in Michigan as well.
Yeah, like I was just saying, I've already looked into those. Like when I was trying to move away from my baby daddy, they will not let me have like I have a service dog, and they won't let me have him, and they won't let me take my boyfriend now. So
Go to sleep.
Yeah, she's very smart. She's way ahead of probably some of the people on this app.
and me and my boyfriend have talked about like eventually at some point before the baby's born, the new one, we are going to shut down our whole house, and it's just going to be us and the kids. My mom is only here because she just got out of rehab, not too long ago, and I'm only letting her use it as a place to get on her feet because, like I said, she is my mom. She gave me life. What? You know what I
He's
mean?
also on the
Can I tell you, I
registry.
want to
Let,
advocate for
let
you right
me.
now in this moment. I'm sorry, Steph, go
My
ahead.
my heart's pounding because no matter my life normal, my dad was always drunk. He was always da 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 da. And as an adult, just barely 18 years old, he overdosed in front of me 3 separate times. Hospitals, me trying to get him into rehabs. He stole my car, and all of these crazy things that fathers shouldn't do. That doesn't make any sense. That you would hurt your kid. But at the end of the day, when he got clean,
Yeah,
I
nobody's throwing you a
loved
pedophile.
him just as much as I did
You
when
will
he was
not on that
using,
list.
because at the end of the day, he is still my father. He was a sucky one, and he's laughing in heaven at me right now over that remark because he knows that he could. This was not his forte. Okay. He did not volunteer his tribute, probably. Okay. I forgave him because he got can't. We weren't talking, and he got lung cancer. And we sat down and had a couple of long good talks. Okay. And forgiveness is the best medicine there. But and now he's gone on to the Lord now. But you have to protect your family at all cost. So you are so young, and my heart is breaking for you because my daughter, she just turned 23 like a week ago. And if this was her crying, I would want to hold her until there wasn't any more tears. But I'm going to tell you this because I've done it. When my dad stole my car after getting out of rehab, and I finally found him 3 days later, and I found the car, I packed his bags and I put him on a Greyhound bus back to home in Tennessee. And it was one of the hardest things that I ever had to do. I had to do it.
Hey Nicole, do you want to look at your messages really quick?
And I know that's your mom, but if she relapses in the future, there might be a time where you have to do it. And you have to be strong for that. Because your babies and your family, that all of that comes first now.
Yeah, and can I clear something else up? Like my mom has that charge. My mom's main problem is rugs. The charge she has is literally for the knowledge of knowing of what my stepdad did to me because the court system around here is so messed up. I was 13 years old sitting in a courtroom telling a judge at the top of my lungs my mom did nothing to me, and they still charged her because of the fact of that she was married to the dude and that he said she
That's
knew.
because Paige, a mom, is supposed to protect her child.
Right.
Your mother
I
essentially chose a man over you.
You should have
Yes,
been
my mom
protected.
has chose multiple men over me, and I'm not gonna lie about that.
And that's why I'd put her ass out.
Paige, you gotta get mad, girl.
You guys are telling her things
Thank
I'm
you.
trying to tell her for years.
Mom, this is
And
what I'm
that
saying. Like,
No,
boyfriend can
we're
go
not.
too.
We're just trying to
You
give some
know,
you guys
guidance.
are literally
and
having a
this is the
conversation.
problem.
Me and my
She's
boyfriend
got
behind the
mama
phone.
in the house who's a problem, and then old boyfriend who wants to pipe up, and he's also a problem.
How
Does
is
he
my
have a
How am
boyfriend a
job?
I a
problem?
problem?
Yeah, how is
How
he
am
a
I a
problem?
problem? No, I want to know how am I a problem? I sit there and play my video game while you guys talked this whole time and called me a pedophile when none of y'all want to look up my name.
He does nothing wrong. He has no record, nothing.
I literally
he
just
literally
had a
works. If it wasn't for him,
job
I wouldn't
thing.
have a roof over my head.
I just had a background check done at Dollar General to get this job that I started, and nothing came back under my record, so.
And like he said, he's more than willing to give his name. Like he has no record. I have no record. Like we are.
So
That's
why
what.
are you on here every day trying to defend you and Rich and what y'all
I'm
are,
not defending
your
me. I
group?
don't care about me. All I'm saying is I want my best.
So, okay, so right now we've completely lost focus about Rebecca, and this live has been focused on you.
That's what. What? I want my friend home. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm trying to give every evidence I have. I don't care about these other people. I don't care about Richie. I don't care about Courtney. I don't care about Kimmy. That is why I'm here saying
invite them
all
to
the
your damn
information I
house.
know. This is why I'm literally giving everybody all the information that I know. Everything that I've sat back and watched and seen and had screenshots and everything of, and put it all forward so that way anybody out here can help me find my friend. That is all I
We
care about.
understand, chat, that we brought this to that, but if y'all have been listening to her, everything that we've asked, she's had an excuse for, she's had receipts for, which had been brought back with that she admitted to making them, or that it was fake or altered.
No, oh my god, Nicole, I'm sending you all of my. At this point, I'm just sending you all my screenshots.
But you don't have to do that. Send all of that to the investigator.
They already have
but
it all.
apparently we have to because you don't believe it.
Well, you don't have to prove nothing to 800 people on TikTok. You've got to prove it to the investigators and the one that's looking for your friend.
I've literally shared all this with the cops, and they don't care. I've said it a million times. They don't fucking care, dude. Like,
All I know is I'm not the one.
they literally don't care. That's why I came on here, was to ask for help to get either the cops to do what they're supposed to do or somebody find my friend.
All right, let's take a deep breath. Let's get the focus back.
Let's take a deep breath. I heard your boyfriend say he's not the one. Tell him to get back to that game. Hell, he needs to get down to Dollar General and bag them groceries. Now, back to the focus here.
Okay, let's talk.
Can I say something real quick? Just so I up here, Paige. I hope.
Was I muted? Mm-hmm.
I was, but go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, Paige. I hope you don't think I came from a place of attacking. I just feel so heartbroken for you, and to hear all the things that go on around you, it's just sad. It's sad, and for I think the majority of us are the people that are saying things that are trying to offer guidance. I mean, it's even pretty traumatizing to even hear about all the things that go on and have happened to you and to everybody around you. I mean, it's just sad. It's just sad, and I hope that someday you are strong enough to break the cycle.
Okay, I want to say, y'all, there's 753 people in here watching this. If y'all do not support Steph, make sure y'all give her a follow. Give everybody a follow on this panel, please. She doesn't have to be here. I'm sure it's late. Just please. And also, I just want to say something because I've just stayed quiet and I've just been listening, right? I've just been listening.
Go ahead. It's just me up here whining. Go ahead on.
What you
Go
whining
on.
about, Steph?
I don't know. I'm like, throw down. Go ahead. It's midnight.
Right. So I'm just saying, I just feel like, I don't know. I feel like we got completely off topic. I feel like our focus completely shifted. I don't know what's going on. I feel like I have been quiet because I feel like I was kind of indirectly attacked a little bit ago. I just want everybody to know that this is Steph's talking on Steph's panel is not right. It's disrespectful to her. I myself run a panel. I think Ethan runs a panel, and I'm sure he would not allow that either. So let's just all get along. I think we've been live for like 72 hours straight, and we probably all have lost sleep. Our minds are stuck on 500 million different stories, and like myself, I know there's a lot of things that I have been told willingly by multiple people, and I'm not going to say everything. One, I'm going to respect the investigation, it's open, and two, I don't think putting everything out on the table at one time is the right thing to do when you're going about a case and you're going about an investigation. So I don't know. I'm just ranting. I think what just happened here for the past 15 minutes is pretty overwhelming, but that's just my opinion.
Right. I've tried probably several times to interrupt and it hasn't worked. But I wanted to announce that I do run my panel that way, and I really only want one person to talk at a time, though everybody's entitled to their own opinion. But please, maybe it's my age. I'm 48 years old, and my daughter, my baby, she's only a couple of months or within months older of this child that is up here on this panel. Okay, she is young. She has not the time that we have had on earth to learn lessons, whether we come from trauma or not, whether we are in trauma now. She is still young. And not only is she young and she has a little one with her, she is also pregnant on top of that. And on top of all of that, her best friend is missing, who was also pregnant and due to give birth yesterday. So when I listen to her talk, I hear so much sorrow that I can't even think about it. So if there are facts mixed up, then just politely ask. I'm trying to remember the whole entire the show from this morning's hopefully uploaded by now or will be by tomorrow. I'm trying to keep track of all of the facts, the solid concrete facts, so that I can say, no, wait a minute, they didn't mean it like that. And this is how it was said. But I don't catch everything. But the one thing I do know how to be is kind. Okay? Go on.
Okay, so I know that I know some things that have been discussed on this panel tonight, right? And you know what? I'm just gonna be honest. What Justin said came from me. What Justin said about the situation with Rich and Paige came from me. Did I message Justin? But he's taking all of this information personally, and so I don't know. I can't really speak for him, but that's just how he reacted, right? I didn't know he was going to react that way. He chose to say it out loud. But yes, that stuff is true. That stuff is true. I've talking to detectives and talking to other people that are directly involved with this case. They have said things. They are watching Rich's every single move. They are watching everything. They have stuff on video. They do have Paige with Rich. They have that. And do I think that she's involved? I don't think that Paige is involved. But Have they seen her with Rich? Yes. Do I know why? No. But it is a true statement. And I don't think that Paige has lied. Paige has sent me hundreds of receipts, hundreds of messages, hundreds of screenshots. But at the same time, when a case is so like confusing and there's so many different stories, you can't just leave out important information. You can't just leave out important things that might make sense to others, right? And I think Paige has trauma. I think Paige has PTSD. I have PTSD myself. I know what it feels like. I've been on defensive mode my entire life, and maybe she might not know how to understand that. I think with all of these young adults and children in this whole situation, I feel like grooming has gone on for years. I feel like manipulation has gone on for years. And I do believe that counseling could help them, because I don't think that what's going on right now in their head and them thinking that this is the right thing to do and what they're doing is the right thing to do, because it's not. It's really not. It's not right to allow a predator inside a house with kids. I don't feel that way. I don't have a parent that's a predator, so I don't know how that is, and I can't speak on that. But I do know I do have immediate family members that are, and I just think it's something deeper, right? And I don't think a TikTok panel attack everybody like going after her over one situation right off the bat is a healthy way to do it. I think there's something deeper. And maybe that's something to discuss with her off the panel rather than just putting it all online. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know if I'm making sense, Steph. I see both sides of the stories. And I'm not trying to be biased. I'm just trying to be real.
Paige? You still with us?
Ah!
Paige.
Sorry, I'm trying to get him to calm down. Sorry.
Oh. Um I hope that you heard all that and would take it to heart.
I did, but I the thing that okay, listen. I don't know how this turned into like me like about me thing. Like I get you guys are trying to find information out about like Richie and all them, and like I've been giving you guys all that information, but like I'm not trying to involve my kid in anything. Like I hope you guys know that like he's not left alone with any of these people. They're not like where they could ever do anything to my kid. My kid is always, he's 2. He's always near me. He's not, and yes, me and my boyfriend have already talked about the fact that before this baby is born, mention my due date is April 3rd. Before this baby is due, before Skylar's due, we are going to make sure that the only people in our house is me, him, and our children. Nobody else. Nobody else is coming over except for like, like other friends who we know are safe. Not these people, but like my other friends, like Jacob's school.
Like my actual friends.
And like his actual friends and his family who don't do anything wrong. Like I just want to say that we already have talked about this, and I know we just haven't had a chance to put it in motion yet because I'm still working on. I don't want to kick my mom out on the streets. I've been there. I just got off of being on the streets. I don't want to kick my mom out on the streets, especially when she just got her
Do they
leg.
have shelters?
Yeah, but with my mom being a rug addict around here, she won't make it very far. She's just gonna go right back to doing them again, and I don't want my mom. I want to find her. I don't want to get that phone call that something happened to her because I didn't give her the resources to get a place to go.
Can I be honest with you, Paige? Honestly, it breaks my heart. And I want to be real with you. Your mom is a grown adult. Your mom knows right from wrong, right?
Yeah, but she's
I
also
know,
gonna
I know addiction, and it's so easy to just go back to it if you're put out or something like that. But depending on her daughter that is building a family and has a child on the way, that is a lot of pressure on you. I want you to know that you're pregnant. Just you being on this case, you know how many times you've cried since you've been on panels? You know how many times you've stressed out? You know how many times you forgot to eat and you forgot to take care of yourself? You can't only take care of yourself. You can't forget to take care of yourself when you have a child inside of you, and you have a child, and then you have to sit here and try to protect your mom from doing what she's done her whole life. You know what I mean?
right, but like
You have to allow her to take some accountability rather than just giving and giving and giving. You have to learn how to say no sometimes.
I don't know how, like you said, it possibly could be trauma. And I do go get therapy. I already get therapy. I already get help for all this. I've been getting it since I was 13. Like I said, with my dad passing away when I was 6 years old, I don't want to get the phone call like your mom passed away because she, OD'd or something. Like that thought in my head is what keeps me from just kicking her out.
Steph, I want to apologize for tripping out on your live. I just work like 35 hours a week just to come home and take care of the kid and try to take care of stuff at home.
Hey,
That's
it's
all I
okay,
do.
young man. And I appreciate you stepping up and taking care of your family and being that roof that they need. And my husband comes home after work and plays games on his phone, and my son goes home after work and he's a gamer too. And those are the hobbies and things that they enjoy.
I feel like
And
that's just the
and that's
relaxation
fine.
factor is
Can
I
I
It
come home
is.
and play skate.
can I say something? The
Yes.
only two adults in my life that I actually like, the reason why I'm so upset about Becca being missing is my boyfriend and Becca are the only two sane people I have in my life.
You gotta breathe, babe. Quit crying. You stressing yourself out too much.
So with her gone, the only person I have left is my boyfriend. Yeah, I have my kid, but he's two. I can't like.
Right. Right. I know what it's both of my parents are gone. I know what that feels like.
I felt
I
that.
was 26 when I lost my dad and I lost my mom in 2022. But even as old as I am, it's like I was going to throw up every day. Um,
Oh, yeah.
and so, but you learned that they want you to have a good life. They want you to go on and live the life that they wanted to give to you. So your father is looking down on you and he's really proud of you right now. Really, really proud that you're in a good spot to get to know in your life where you need to go and what you don't need to be. What you don't need to be. And then if once you understand that and become that, you can go anywhere and do anything.
And yeah, like I am learning my consequences for having these people around. Like I'm not gonna lie, I have an open CPS case due to the people I have around. And that is one of the reasons why me and my boyfriend have made that thing. Like, we're going to, before the baby's born, we're getting everybody out, and it's just gonna be me, him, and the babies. And the only reason, like I said, the only reason why I can literally send proof of this too. I only got Richie's phone number when Becca came up missing because I didn't have him on any social media because of what he had done in the past on Snapchat with whatever he did. I don't know if I just told Nicole to herself or if I told everybody, but with what he did, and my boyfriend was fighting with him over it. I blocked him on everything, and then I got a new phone, and I told him when Becca came up missing, he could message me on my number. so that way he
Mm-hmm.
couldn't just delete the text like he does. He literally will just delete text, so that way he is not credible for anything that he done.
Right. Well, that's a good plan. You were so young. Think about the next 70 years on Earth and what you can do with them. Learn from the past. And it sounds like you are. It sounds like you are a smart, grounded young lady who knows what she has to do to protect her family. So everybody has that story straight on on Richard, is that she had she was approached inappropriately. Uh, we've all seen the screenshot. She cut it off, right? It didn't happen. Don't talk to Rich, but she did break down and get his phone number when her best friend went missing. And I probably would too, just to try to help find my best friend. Me and my best friend have been best friends since junior high school, many, many, many moons ago, and I would do the same thing for her.
I think we all need to remember as well. I mean, I know it while we're having this conversation about Rebecca and the baby and we're trying to find her, I think it's easy for us to forget that when we're talking to Paige, this sweet girl is a victim herself, and she has been a victim her whole life. And so I know that she is being Rebecca's voice, and she's put a lot of pieces together for us in the past 24 hours, especially with the information that we all gained last night that started making sense after the other panel did not. That one just went crazy. But we need to remember that Paige is a victim. Paige hasn't had the kind of upbringing that a lot of us have, and not even the upbringing we've had. She doesn't have the support or the resources there with her to teach her a better way too. So I know a lot of people in the chat are saying she's coming up with excuses. What looks like excuses to us, and I can speak on my end. For a long time, after I remembered what my cousin did to me, I talked to him for like 2 or 3 years. I felt like I had done something that caused him to do what he did to me. And it wasn't until going through therapy did I realize, no, that was not my fault. But there was a trauma bond there, and it was something different. I didn't know how to break loose from that. And it takes a lot of talking. It takes a lot of therapy. It takes a lot of courage. It takes a lot of strength. It takes a lot of support to be able to have the confidence to cut ties with all you've ever known your whole life. And so while it's easy for us to sit on the outside of this and say what we would do, we have to remember that she is only 22 and she doesn't have what many of us on this panel and in this chat have. So I know that we all want answers. She wants Rebecca found, and she wants answers just as much of all of us. But please, let's just give Paige some grace tonight. She is
Wait,
exhausted. She's been
I
coughing
have
for 2 days, and I can tell her cough is getting worse. She's not sleeping. She's probably not eating the way that she should. So let's just give some grace and let's just get the focus back on.
I have a question, Nicole.
Okay.
You said that the cops said that I was seen in town with Richie. Was it in town or was it at my house? Because there was a couple times where the cops have came out here for this whole Rebecca situation, and Richie was here, or he had just pulled in the driveway, and that's when we were seen together. But I promise you on everything, I have never went with him anywhere alone in a vehicle. And if I was seen in public with him, it's probably because I saw him at like the gas station or Walmart and we started having a conversation. I have never, like, I swear on everything I own that I have never been in a car alone with him.
I'm not going to say exactly where, but I do know that they have seen y'all together.
Can you
Yes.
text it to me so that way I know that I'm not like crazy, because I know that I've never gotten in a car with him, like alone.
I mean, but you did just confirm that you have been with him, right? So what I'm saying is that they have just seen, they're watching his every move, right? So they're watching anybody that he's around
Right,
every single day, right? And I'm not saying, I don't want you to take this personal. Like, I don't want you to think that there's anything wrong with, like, they're suspecting something of you. I'm just saying that they have seen Rich with you, right? And you have stated that you haven't talked to him in a while, or you haven't seen him in a while, but you just talked to him a couple days ago. You just saw him some time ago. Like, I know that you've been very truthful about things, but we're talking about somebody that could possibly be the direct contact to Becca's death, right? So they are going to watch his every move. They're going to watch Courtney, Brad, everybody that's at that house or had any type of immediate connection to Becca the day that she went missing. They're going to watch everything. They are paying attention. So it was just told to me. I don't know anything more than that.
Right. I just wanted to make sure because, like, the way it sounded is like you were trying to say that we go places together. We don't go places together.
I never said that, Paige.
It just
I never said that. And if I said that, can somebody tell me I said that?
No,
I'm not
that's just
saying
what
it.
her
Just
brain
it's
construed it
how it
as, Nicole.
sounded. That's not like what I said that you said. I just said it's how it sounded. Like you were
right. I understand, and I don't want you to
been at my
assume what I'm
house.
saying. I want you to hear what I'm saying.
Right,
I
and
want
like
you
I said
to.
before, he's been at my house. Like it's not something that I've hid. He's been here.
Right. Well, okay. Well, what I'm saying is that they have seen y'all together. That's it. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less.
And what I said was the same thing. And then whenever you
They
and
have.
said
I
in
did
a
not say in a
vehicle,
car. I said.
I didn't say in a vehicle. I said that
Justin,
you have
yes, you
been
did.
spotted with
You said in a
him.
vehicle.
And okay, because I thought that she said they had taken him to work in what's his name's truck. Y'all know how many characters
Oh
we've
yeah, I
unlocked
didn't
in this
tell
piece?
Justin that, y'all. I didn't tell Justin that part.
He said,
I
"Yeah,
said the truck part because of something
I
she
got
said
that.
herself last
Yeah, that
night.
wasn't me, y'all.
That's where I got that. That's what I was trying to figure out. Cause like
Because last night she said they took him to work in the truck and was working on the truck.
That's not
Right, and
no.
she cleared it. She cleared it up.
And we had moved on and people was apologizing because they've been here analyzing and seeing that it's an excuse for everything with her.
I don't feel like it's been an excuse with everything with Paige. I seen
And
Paige
on
getting
that note, I'm
attacked
going to bed
over
because
on
it's
Facebook.
midnight here in Alabama, and I'm not going to sugarcoat nothing for somebody.
Okay,
Thank you,
I've
and
not
have a good night. Her
talked at
Amazon
all,
list is
Justin.
active.
Okay, well, we just need to give her some grace. Like, I understand that it's heated, but she cleared up what she was saying.
Okay, can I've not talked on the panel at all. I seen Paige getting attacked over on Facebook before she even got on to TikToks. When she came over onto TikTok, I wasn't gonna believe her. Why would I? She's getting attacked over there. She comes on, and I've been watching her for 2 days on these lives. I've been watching Courtney for 2 days on these lives. Maybe Paige hasn't been truthful in everything. I don't know. I don't have all of the facts. But what I can tell you is that Paige came over here because nobody would listen to her. The detectives wouldn't listen to her. They would blow her off. So she needed help getting the word out, and that is what she's done. She's consistently, for 2 days, had 700 or more people in these panels with her, asking questions over and over and over again, for people to then come in and attack her without asking a simple question, and then attack her boyfriend. Her boyfriend came on and apologized to Steph. Did anybody apologize to her boyfriend for their little comments? When in the background, I heard her boyfriend say something. I've been trying to tell her that.
Yes, because everything that you guys have told her about her mom and getting her away from her mom is the stuff that I've been talking to her about since we got together. Like, I'm not even gonna lie or sugarcoat anything. I've told her that she's traumatized. She has PTSD, and I can tell her because I was abused as a child. I got taken away from my kids or my parents because as a kid, my mom sold me to the I don't know how to call it on here,
The big C.
but the big C is what my girlfriend just told me. Because my
What?
mom wasn't the best mom growing up. My mom was very addicted to rugs and sold me to the big C.
Oh
These are kids that
no.
have so much trauma in their lives. And everybody wants to say, we'll go to a shelter, we'll do this, we'll do that. You guys are out of state. I am the county away.
This stuff don't work around here. It doesn't.
This is a small town. She doesn't have a car. And then a comment about go bag the groceries at Dollar General. Go look up and see how many jobs
Hey,
there are in Cadillac.
I make
He's out working.
$13 an hour at least bagging
Listen,
groceries.
you're out working, which is more than a lot of people can say in this area.
I'm trying to be a good citizen. Does that count for something?
It does. You
How old?
guys are young, and yes, you guys have issues around you. Yes, you need to protect yourselves better. But my hope out of all of this is no matter the outcome of this, Paige, Becca, Kimmy, you guys get out of this situation. Protect yourselves.
Young man, how old are you?
I'm 25.
25. I got a son that's 27. And you are doing good. You're doing great.
Well, I'm
You
trying, man.
try look, I used to work at a place called Fance Grocery Store in Alabama. I don't know if you Alabamians know about it. Fance, Fants, and I hated that place because we didn't have the fancy things y'all have now. You know, we had to punch it in the register one by one. It took a long time. And anyway, we didn't have cards, you know, so we had to use cash and we had to count it out. And then anyway, I wrote down this poem one time that my mother-in-law found years later. And the poem was is I hate nickels and dimes and I hate dollars and I hate fans and I hated it. Right? It didn't pay much and we didn't get far, but we got started. And I feel you're getting started. So kudos to you for stepping up to be a man. I appreciate you.
Also, like around here, everybody keeps saying like, "Oh, go to a shelter, go to this, go to that." Those places don't work around here. I was homeless for almost 4 years before we got into this apartment complex because I was waiting on a list they call Section 8 around here, and I 4 years I slept out in the cold in campers with mini heaters or wrapped up in blankets because literally nothing works around here. Nothing that is supposed to work works.
I used to sleep in the sign in Skidway where I lived. Like, the sign had an opening in the center, and that's where I lived, was in the opening.
So, like, to move, it would be amazing if I could get enough money to move, but I'm not gonna just, like, just go up and go to a shelter to move away from people without knowing that I'm actually gonna be able to go to a place, get into a place, you know what I mean?
I think that if I could go back and talk to my 20, 22, and 25-year-old selves, I would say my advice would be to get a trade. So I don't know if you have a trade school nearby. Go get a trade. Learn to weld. Learn to do something that you know that you can work hard at and earn a good living at. Learn to go if you want to go to school, you know that's up to you. But you know there's a lot of things that you could do without getting into debt in a college education too. That can earn good livings that I feel like y'all would do great at.
The other
You know
thing
if
is, like,
you
this is gonna sound so bad when I say this, but the other thing is, like, I had a my life was doomed from the start. My mom already used all my credit. Like, I have like no credit to use. I have a almost $2,000 light bill in my name that I can't even get. Like, my lights on in my house are in my boyfriend's name because My mom literally used my name for Consumers Energy and never paid the bill when I was my kid's age.
I mean, I'm 25 and I got a 720 credit score, so I think I'm doing pretty decent.
Paige,
Yes,
you
you
can
are.
dispute those charges. I had to do that with my mom. You can dispute them. You will have to send them in your ID and birth certificate to prove your
Yeah,
identification
and then
and date of birth and all that, and they will take it off.
yeah, I tried that, and then they told me that I had to call and make a police report and prove that I wasn't living at that address. And when I did that, the police officer that talked to me was a Wexner County Sheriff's Office. He told me that, like, because it was a house that I had lived in prior to when the electricity bill was turned on into my name there, that there was nothing that he could prove that I wasn't staying there when the electricity was on in my name. So, not that's where I'm at. I have to pay like $2 on it every month to be able to get it down.
Well, we're going to keep holding you in our arms. I'm going to kind of shut it down for tonight, but I'm going to be live, very, very tired, but live at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in the morning. We'll pick up the conversation about Rebecca and anything that's developed overnight between now and then. Um,
And let me just
thanks.
say
Yeah,
thank you, Steph, for having me on. And, to anyone in the comments, all my sympathy is going towards the one who can't speak right now, the missing, Rebecca. And that's where my sympathy is going to lie. I feel sorry for, everything else that's going on. And I understand, I like what was said about we need to give grace and we need to consider, circumstances that we don't understand before we judge people. I understand all that. But first and foremost, my sympathy is for the one who can't speak, and that's Rebecca. And that's where it's going to stay until she's found. So, with that, I'll see you all soon. Good night.
yes. Thank you, Ethan, so much. Thank you for all you do. Thank you, True Crime, for all you do. True Crime Nicole made all those phone calls today and got info for us. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, Paige, for being open and honest. That's a trait that I admire. Thank you to the rest of the panel for taking your time to come up and speak. I appreciate everybody taking their time late at night here to come in and talk with us. I like debate. I like listening to everybody's viewpoint. I think education is knowledge and power, and knowledge is power. So it's all linked to me, all right? Make sure you follow me on any social media platform. All you have to do is look for the same username and logo. I will see you in the morning. Be kind to one another. Good
Steph,
night. Uh-huh.
I want to say thank you for what you do. I have been watching from the outside for a few days now.
Uh-huh.
You are doing a wonderful job. Paige, I do want to say, honey, I have been in your place. If you would, I sent you a follow. I would like to talk to you off the panel. And baby, you keep doing good. You have got a head on your shoulders, you and your boyfriend. Y'all are young and y'all can make it through everything. Can make it through everything.
I don't know what happened there, but maybe she'll
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was
oh.
answering a text message. Yeah, I
Did
figured my
you
boyfriend was going to say something for
Oh,
me.
I'm sorry.
did you hear what she said?
Yeah, I was listening. I just was.
Yes, I
I need to go to bed.
appreciate it. I just kind of like feel down after everything, I guess, because I got cut down while I'm trying to be a better person than I was.
Yeah, that's one reason I would like to speak with y'all off the app.
Is there any way you can add me on Facebook, because I'm using my boyfriend's TikTok and I don't. There's so many people that have been following this thing. I don't know exactly which one's yours.
I am Mama Becky.
On Facebook or on here?
No, on TikTok.
On
Okay,
TikTok.
well then you're gonna have to do that for me, babe.
I'll go through everything and
Yeah.
But it should be that picture right there that is on my profile right now.
Alrighty.
But Steph, again, thanks for what you do. You're doing an amazing job. I have heard a lot and seeing it on different panels. I have really caught on to a lot within the last 3 to 4 days that I just started watching.
Well, thank you. I appreciate
You're
you
very welcome.
that you believe in me. That's the fuel that keeps me going is everybody's belief because I want to do a good job for you and for the families and to make sure that who can't speak is heard and all of those
Exactly.
things. And I am blessed that God has put me in this position. Thank you, Jesus, for all my blessings, Jesus. Amen. Thank you. And I'm going to say a blessing and prayer for all you tonight. And let's pray Rebecca is brought home safe. When you go to bed, man, I want you to say her name. Say it. Pray to Jesus for strength and love over her and her little baby. Okay? I love y'all, and I'll see you in the morning.
Night, Steph.